Would you like to see football wherever you are in the world?
With NordVPN, you can get premium protection online and set your location so you never miss a minute of the content you usually enjoy.
Go to nordvpn.com/TSUW to get 72% off a 2-year plan plus 3 additional months absolutely free. Hello there and welcome to the Sheff United Way Watchalong Live. It's Sheffield United away at Peterborough United. Very, very excited indeed. Peterborough coming off the back of a draw, giving away a 2-goal lead. We've obviously seen that recently ourselves. And the Blades coming off a win. So very, very excited to welcome our guest for the stream, Ewan. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I watched your preview last night, and you kind of built me up a bit, saying I'm a mystery guest, and I look like Hal. So then that'll obviously get people thinking they've got Gary Neville or Frank Ribery coming on.
And then Frank Ribery, wow, throwing the shade already.
Well, I've got to bring him down a bit. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we can replicate what we did back in September against these lot, but we'll see.
Yeah, big 6-2 win at home. How did you see that one going before the game? Were you a little bit nervous before that one?
Well, the one back at the lane? I was, because we'd had a terrible run, haven't we? And then it just seemed to click that day, and we thought, Slav ball will work. And then evidently it didn't, so...
Slav ball indeed. Do you know what I said after that game? I said this was the most exciting game of football I've watched, even before Chris Wilder. I got really, really excited about that game. Seeing us score 6 goals was absolutely fantastic. And I was expecting, like you say, it was just to carry on from there and carry on scoring 6 goals every single week. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, what we'll do right now, Ewan, is we'll bring on screen the Sheffield United team for the game. I already picked this team. It's the same team, the exact same team. You don't change a winning side. And really, I'll quickly just run through the team and you can tell me what you think to it. So we've got Wes Foderingham in the goal. We've got Jayden Bogle, right wing back. RND, I don't like that. I don't like the abbreviated Reece Norrington Davis. RND. Egan, Basham, Robinson. Obviously, Robinson coming off the back of scoring in the last game. Norwood, Howrahan, and Ndai, Brewster, Sharp. What do you think to that team? And is there anyone on the bench that you would have played instead of the lads that have started?
Well, firstly, well done on getting Howrahan's name right, because I think Gary Sinclair gets it wrong every week.
What does Gary Sinclair say? I've never really took it in.
It says Howrahan every week.
Oh,
I think,
does it?
Yeah, no good. To be honest, looking at that bench, there's no one I'd bring on to sort of change that 11. I think that's... obviously, if we had Gibbs White, he would be in there, obviously, but... aside from that, I think, like you say, just keep with what we've got. I'm a bit, I know you touched upon Norrington Davis and his name and stuff, but I'm still a bit unsure on Reece Norrington Davis. I think the last game, my sort of thoughts on him already, but I think a lot of people said he played well, but for me, I was still a bit not convinced by him, if I'm being honest. So I just hope he just maybe just needs a good run of games and see how he performs.
Yeah, because Hecky really stuck up for him in his press conference, because they asked about Max Lowe and bringing him back. We all know how well Max Lowe's done this season. However, I've not seen him play. I don't think I've seen him play 1 minute, to be honest, because I've not watched any of Forest's games. But apparently doing very, very well. And he said, well, we've got Stevens here and we've got Reece Norrington Davis, so we're leaving him there for the season. And that's I don't know whether that's a good thing, and you showing kind of confidence in the lads that are here at the moment, or whether it's a bit of a silly thing to do, especially how well he's playing.
Yeah, and I think there was said in the press conferences during the week as well about bringing Jebo back. What do you think on that? Do you think he should stay there or come back?
Good question. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I would like to see him back, but also I think a full season in League One, banging goals in, which he has been doing recently, hasn't today. They've scored 2 goals, 1-2-1 away, and he's not scored. Because I get notifications on my phone from Flash Score for the Burton game because I want to see how well he's doing. And obviously, previous weeks, I've been seeing Jefferson's name pop up every 2 minutes. So, yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm on the fence. I would like to see him back, but also I think a full season in League One would do great for him. What do you think?
Same. I'd love to see him at the Lane. We all like to see our young talent coming through and doing really well, scoring goals or whatever. But I think if you were looking at it from the player's perspective and his development, he's getting coached by Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, probably one of the best strikers in Premier League in the last, since the start of the century. So
definitely goal scorers, because he's up there with the top goal scorers of Premier League history.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think from the developmental point of view, I would leave him where he is for now, unless we had like a major injury crisis. But we've got that many forwards. I don't see that being a problem.
No, the problem is, though, have we got any forwards that are firing? And really, even at the moment, Billy Sharp is 1 goal off the top goal score. I need to say this right. 1 goal off being the top championship goal scoring striker of all time. He's already scored 121 goals. Today, if he scores, he goes 122, which is 1 more than Nugent. I forgot his first name for a second.
David
Nugent. There you go. I knew it was a really easy name that obviously I forgot. But yeah, he goes 1 in front of David Nugent today if he can score. Yeah, we will see. We will see if he does that. But yeah, not firing at the moment. Obviously, the last goal that he scored was a penalty. He's not scored from open play since, I think it was the Cardiff game, which seems a long time ago, but it's not too many games ago, really, because we've had so many games called off in December. So, yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White put it on a plate for him, but Morgan Gibbs-White isn't here now. So Billy Sharp, really, when he gets those chances, he needs to be putting them away.
Yeah, I think you were saying the other week, I can't remember when it was, but he's missed so many one-on-one opportunities as Sharp this season. I mean, well, probably not just this season, but I mean, when you look at his goals in the past, he'd be bagging them. But I still think Sharp has got a lot to offer. I think his overall game's probably improved over the last couple of years or so. So I still think he's got a lot to offer, and I think it sets a good example for the other lads in terms of wanting to win and showing his passion and all that.
Absolutely, he's the one that you want on the pitch at all times, really, isn't he? So shall we go through the comments? So we've got Naylor619, welcome to the stream. The Blades Way, Dale Cooper, Captain Koza, Robert, our American friend, Hal 2.0. That's what Robert's saying. What do you reckon to that, Ewan?
What's that, sorry?
Hal 2.0. That's what you are, apparently.
Right, yeah.
Also,
Hal's twin.
Hal's twin. Evening, Adam. Welcome to the stream, mate. We will be seeing Adam, our stat man, at half-time. False Hal doesn't have as long a face, but the haircut is not far off. Glasses, dark hair.
I'm a bit greyer than Hal, so...
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave that there. And SUFC for life. Welcome to the stream, mate. Let us know where you are in the world, guys. We want to know if you're in different countries, or even if you're in this country. If you're a bit further afield, let us know where you are, and we will obviously give you a shout out in this video. So what I'm going to do also for the Peterborough fans out there, or Blades fans that are just interested in seeing the Peterborough team, it is on screen right now. And I already know that I've spelt Bender's name wrong because I remember how it was spelt, so silly me. But Ewan, from those names that you see on screen right now, do any of them jump out to you? Because maybe only a couple of them jump out to me.
I'll be honest, I don't pay too much attention to the championship teams.
Be honest. Always be honest.
The ones that sort of jump out from the page are Marriott's. Is he Wednesday, isn't he, or something?
Yeah, Jack Marriott, also Sheffield United fan, 35 years old. It just brought him up on the screen a second ago. Obviously, good goal scorer, always scored goals wherever he's gone. So he's obviously one to look out for. Johnson Clark Harris, he'll be playing up front as well. I did a video on him before the start of the season, somebody that we were possibly looking at. I'm not sure how true that was, but when these transfers are out there, we like to give a bit more information on them to the fans out there. But like you say, mate, there's not many others out there that I'm too sure about. So we'll just have to see. I don't remember much from the home game as well because, we went 1-0 kind of, well, I think it was Robinson made a mistake and they equalised just before half time. But that second half, we absolutely ran the show, scored loads of goals. And the only way Peterborough got another one was from the penalty spot from a bit of a silly John Egan tackle. But we'd easily won the game by then. Yeah.
Now, I think Clark Harris is one to watch out for, isn't he? But I think what Peterborough's always been good at over the years is getting some unknown players and then selling them on for a high price. So I've no doubt some of the names we see there, they might go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, I think you're possibly right, mate. Like a sort of Brentford, but Brentford have certainly done one better and gone the full hog. And in the Premier League now, we're not going to talk about Ivan Toney, though. That's another thing that's been in the news recently. I love what Jem Tollerfield put on Twitter earlier on, saying that she wouldn't want to see anybody else. If that was a Sheffield United player saying that about Sheffield United, she wouldn't want to see him again. And she's like, even Billy Sharp. And let's be honest, Billy Sharp is never going to say that. But it is a very, very silly thing to say.
Yeah.
We're not going to say exactly what happened. You're going to have to go out there yourselves and find out what Ivan Toney said whilst on holiday on a video with a girl next to him. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, very, very excited for this game. I'm just excited to watch Sheffield United. We've had such a long time without any Blades games. I just want them to come thick and fast. We've got so many games to play. And I'm sure we'll probably see a lot of them on TV, a lot of these away games on TV. Obviously, we've both got season tickets, so we're going to be going to all the games. Do you want to show us your new retro oxymoron shirt as well, Ewan?
Oh, the new vintage.
Yeah.
Pre-Christmas gift, this one. So, well, to myself. That's nice, comfy fit. It's all good.
Do you know what? I did the exact same thing with the other one. I got the Illuminous one, but I put the Umbro badge on it because I
was going to ask you about that. Where can you get them?
eBay. About £3.50, £4, something like that.
Right.
So definitely do it. Definitely, it just makes me feel like it's a real shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And if you want to know how to put it on, my mum, legend, absolute legend. There's no way that I was putting an iron anywhere near that shirt after I paid £55 for it or whatever it was.
Yeah. Well,
so,
my mum's pretty handy, so it's fine.
Good stuff. You don't need Steph to do it for you then.
No, we'll get Sheila on it. It'll be fine.
Good stuff. So Aaron's saying Sharp may not be scoring right now, but he plays very solidly. No dumb mistakes. He's right. He's absolutely right. I think, though, that this season we've seen from 𝐍𝐸𝐶, and Ndiaye, it's not the worst thing in the world to take a few chances. And if you lose the ball, it's not the end of the world because you know that they're going to do something special and create something special. I think with the regimented way that Chris Wilder played football, they're so used to kind of the pass and move. You kind of just, I think we needed Morgan 𝐍𝐸𝐶 just to kind of flick a ball around the corner and then like kind of 3 or 4 players are away. Whereas like 𝐍𝐸𝐶 or Sharpie would have held that up, waited a few seconds, brought a midfielder in, and then you've completely lost that kind of forward threat. So I think sometimes Sharpie not like playing solidly is a good thing, but also sometimes you need someone a bit more creative to do something a little bit special to get you on the front foot.
I agree. I think, like I said, it's been in the past, it was very methodical way of playing, wasn't it? And I think I've been on here before saying we just need someone who just offers something different, and Gibbs-White does that, and particularly Ndiaye. I love watching him.
Fantastic. I've said a few times, there's only really Jordan Slew, I think, that we've brought through who's an attacking player. I can't think of any other right now. He's certainly probably the best talented attacking player we've ever brought through. They're normally right backs and centre backs and left backs and defensive minded players. So it's nice to see us bring through. I'm not saying we've brought him through from like 6 years old or whatever. Obviously he's played in different countries, but it's great to see him coming through our youth team and actually like we've got a really, really good player and he is ours.
I think the best thing about Ndiaye is just his tenacity. Like when he's that forward press he does, it just sets the tempo for the team. And I think that's the best bit about him, really, from my perspective. You want to see someone going in blood and thunder. You could have all the talent in the world, like prime example, 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐝𝐸. But if you're not going to want to play football and get stuck in, then you're not really going to get anywhere. And Ndiaye just has that in spades, doesn't he? I just love that about him.
Oh, he does. He does. I'll bring up Steve's comment in a second. Calvert-Lewin, good one. That's the one that I always forget because we just didn't see much of Calvert-Lewin at all, did we? And I remember me putting on Facebook, believe it or not, Facebook, who puts a status on Facebook anymore? But I remember putting something up saying that, I can't believe Everton signed him. He's rubbish. But like, we'd not seen anything from him. We'd literally seen no, and my missus used to say, "Oh, he's the one that does the high kicks." Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask her. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin, very, very good point. But to be honest, I think that he got kind of not progressed. He probably got produced from Everton more than did from us because he did okay for Northampton when he went on loan, but he didn't really do a lot for us. I want to bring up Steve York's comment just for a second. Do you want to just say his name, Ewan?
Schmodic.
Very well done. I'm glad you said that and I didn't. I don't know anything about him, Steve, so do you want to give us a bit of a shout out on him? Because he's obviously on the bench today. It sounds like he's one to watch, so maybe somebody that we need to watch out when he gets brought on. We might give that a shout out when he does. Chris Pickering seems to think that the Blades are going to win 2-0, and I would love to go along with that. In the preview, I said 3-1 to the Blades, so kind of on the same line. I'd rather it be 2-0, to be honest, because that means that clean sheet Wes has got another clean sheet. Jack Robinson's got another clean sheet. It's all about kind of keeping that confidence up. So that would be brilliant. Chris Pickering also says, Hal's changed a bit.
Yeah, for the worse, maybe.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. You've got, Hal's got a few years on you.
Yeah.
That's the right way of saying it.
Yeah.
Thomas has said, hello, Nick, and hello, Ewan. Welcome to the stream, mate. Does Laver still have a timber yard in Sheffield?
It does. It does. Halfway behind Morrison's.
Does it?
Yeah. You never noticed
I didn't know that. No, I don't. I'm not a Morrison's goer. I'm more of an Asda man.
Well, I don't know if it's like a timber yard. I think it's more like I don't know, some sort of kitchen showroom sort of place, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that, Joachim. Tested positive for COVID-19. That is, gutting. And this is where he's from, you. And do you want to have a go at that?
Oh, God. I can say Sweden.
Yeah, you can say Sweden. We'll say that Joachim's from Sweden, shall we? Yeah. Joachim, if you'd like to let us know how you say it phonetically, that would be absolutely fantastic. Jonathan Forte, I don't even want to talk about Jonathan Forte. He didn't reach the heights that anyone really expected him to.
No.
Let's not bother. Okay, we'll move on from that. I don't know what the hell that is. So there we go. I think we've got through the comments. Let's have a little chat about some other things, shall we? So obviously we've brought in a new goalkeeper. Have you ever seen anything of Adam Davis, Ewan?
Just from clips the United media team put out. But obviously that can always make someone look good. I mean, I could do that of my own football history. Back on.
Remember, I've seen you play football, Ewan.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I mean, from them clips, it looks all right. But we brought him in as a number 2, haven't we? Not just to as backup, as I see it. But
do you know what? That was going to be my next question anyway. So I'm glad you said that. I think at the moment he will be a number 2, but you never know. We'll have to see what. Obviously, Hecky will have to see what he's like in training, and also, if Wes does get injured, it means that we don't have to rely on. I was going to say a young kid in Jake Eastwood, but he's not getting any younger. And you would have thought by now he would have either cemented himself as a number 2 or even got into the first team. So not sure about that, if I'm being completely honest. Move on to something. I want to talk about David McGoldrick, because as much as probably everybody does, that I love David McGoldrick to bits.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of people giving him a hell of a lot of stick in the past few weeks. Every time he comes on the pitch, people just give him stick for, I think, unnecessary stick as well, because he's done a hell of a lot for the Blades. When we got promoted, even when he wasn't scoring in the Premier League, it was all right to laugh at him when he was missing chances and stuff, but he was playing out of his skin. And then last season, obviously top goal scorer, he scored more goals than a lot of top Premier League strikers last season in a poor side. And I just feel like he's not a bit part player. He's a player that has to play 90 minutes every week, and you get the benefit from him. But at the same time, he is aging. Do you think that he's still got a part to play in this team for this season?
Yeah, mate. I can't see him starting week in, week out. I think probably we'd feel more of his influence from the sidelines in the dressing room, and coming on maybe to slow it down. I mean, it wasn't used to great effect against Preston the other week, but no. Situations like that. I just think he's still got a bit more to offer. I know the criticism about him, but I think I believe that he's sort of took Brewster under his wing as well. So I think there's a lot he has to offer, not just in terms of starting week in, week out. And I think you have to have those characters around the team and the club. Yeah,
absolutely. I think you're right with that one. Also, I want to talk about McBurney. Are you a McBurney fan?
I want him to succeed just because of how much money was spent on him. The thing is with McBurney, when I've watched him, I mean, there's people saying, "Oh, we're not sort of playing to his strengths," but when I see him, he's never really in the box, and he's not making those movements in the box. I think that's the difference I've seen with Brewster. And you'd have seen sort of differences with his play at the minute. He's become a bit more central, and he's not sort of trying to get involved too much. I think I saw something on Twitter the other day. I think it's that Bladesman Twitter account saying you only made 4 or 6 successful passes or something. I said, well, at the end of the day, I'm not bothered about how many passes he makes. It's how many shots and goals he gets, and his stats for that Luton game were good in that sense. So Jack Lester's obviously changed his thinking. So hopefully Jack Lester can get working with McBurney and get him back to what he's paid to do, really. But,
it could be a big part till the end of the season as well. Obviously, he's a big striker. We'd like to see him come off the bench and put a bit of pressure on the opposition's defence, ball in the box. For me, he's not the strongest of players. He's a very tall man, and you would think from somebody being tall, I don't know why, that he's going to knock players off the ball, but he's an extremely skinny guy for his size. I think he does need to get on the weights. He really does. But also, there's not just him. There's John Fleck that's going to be coming back into the side at some point. He's on the bench. There's Baldock now. A lot of people don't rate Baldock, and obviously Bogle's been playing out of his skin. But Baldock puts 100% in every single week. He's somebody that you want around the ground, around the training ground, and in and around the team anyway. And for me, if we are going for, if we say 2-1 up or something like that, bring Baldock on, shore it up. Baldock's a very, very good defensive player. So we've got tons of that bench straight up, Ewan. absolutely looks so much stronger than it did a mere few weeks ago. The goalkeeper, better. Fleck back in. Berger back in. Didsey, McBurney, Baldock, and then there's a young lad, Kieran Gordon. That is a hell of a lot better than it was kind of a month ago.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So we are 5 minutes away from kickoff. I've just been watching Sheffield United hammer Peterborough 6-2 on the screen a moment ago. If you're watching it on Sky Sports Football, you'll have seen that too. We were just mentioning Jack Robinson making that mistake. He just got knocked off the ball by Jack Harrison, which he is Jack Marriott. Sorry, he is the smallest guy in the world as well. So getting knocked off the ball, not the greatest. But the players are coming out right now. Billy Sharp leading them out. We are in the red and white, obviously. It's a very tight tunnel, that, isn't it? You can't come out at the same time there.
No. Although
very tight.
Yeah. Can someone explain to me as well why is Peterborough called the posh? I've never understood that.
You asked. Oh, does Brian know?
Oh, he seems to know. Yeah. All right, he's mumbling to himself. It's fine.
All right, he's guessing, is he? He's
guessing. Yeah.
Do you know what? I think that's one for the comments because I'm sure somebody in the comments will know that.
Yeah, just something that I've always wondered but never Googled.
Absolutely. So there's Ndai running around and they all look absolutely freezing. That's why they're sprinting all over the place. Normally they're knocking a ball around really slowly, but they're all sprinting around. I wonder if it's still blowing a gale out there because I was out there earlier and it was mental. It was so windy. So maybe that might have a part to play in this game. What do you think about that?
Yes. Yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out. I don't know how breezy it is down in Peterborough. It's certainly breezy where I am today. But I think if you keep it down on the floor, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just when you want to sort of play balls into channels and knock it long, you're not quite judging it, are you? But we've got a few ballers in that team today, so hopefully we can keep it on the floor and do what we need to do, and hopefully Jack Robinson can focus today and make sure there's no mistakes.
Do you know what? I've said this a fair few times on this channel. I called Jack Robinson out to be one of the players to have a really good season this season, and I still think there's a player in there, and I think that confidence is his main worry, and I think sometimes he's too excitable. He wants to do well, and sometimes for players like that, it's their downfall. Just being kind of overexcited, wanting to do too much, and he just needs to have a bit of a cool head, like Ben Davies, really. So I think if you put Ben Davies's kind of cool head on Jack Robinson's shoulders, I think we'd have a really good player in there.
I think that's the same with Reece Norrington-Davies. He skied a shot the other week against Luton, and you could see he was so visibly frustrated by it. And I don't know whether that's because the crowd were on to him for missing a chance and stuff. But I think as a professional football player, you've got to try and compartmentalise all of that and crack on with what you're doing. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think Jack Robinson just needs to play a bit more focused and concentrated.
Yeah, and that goal is definitely going to give him a lot of confidence, and he didn't make any mistakes in the last game. Daniel's saying, for me, Bogle is the too excitable one. Maybe that's talking about him being kind of, he does all these great tricks and flicks and stuff, and then he gets into a position, and maybe it's his crossing. I think he scores goals. He scores way more goals than Baldock ever has, so in a lot less time. So I think that it's not his shooting that's a problem. I think it's maybe his final ball, but I think Stevens is probably the best in that position, but even Stevens hasn't been great at delivering crosses.
No, he's been disappointing, hasn't he? But hopefully he can recapture that form.
Yeah, and we're about to get away. Hopefully, Ewan, we are on the same time. We are both watching it on TV.
we did that last night, didn't we?
We did, right? Was that the Western Home Stadium?
Yeah.
I did not ever know what Peterborough's ground's called. I'm guessing that's changed in recent times with the sponsorship. But here we go. The kickoff, Ewan. Exciting times.
I've got to try and remember to look at the screen and look at the TV. It's going to be hard multitasking this. I don't know how you do it.
We are men after all, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Well, I hope so. It looks like that ball's just been played. Oh, it's a corner. I thought that looked like we just put that out for a goal kick, but there must have been a deflection on there, and we've got a corner 26 seconds into the game.
But how often do we score from corners?
Very rarely.
Not a lot.
I'll tell you one thing. Somebody said Norwood's crosses have got a lot better since Howrahan's come in, and maybe he needs to up his game because they've both got a good whip on them, and Norwood's putting it in now. Egan's tussling. The ball's in the box. Oh, it's a good flick away. It looked like... Yeah, another corner. It looked like Jack Robinson was coming in on that at the back post, and maybe Johnson Clark-Harris has flicked that over the bar as they're just showing him right now.
Oh, that chap's spelled out that Swedish town, by the way. That's still
fabulous. We'll try and give that a go once the ball's gone in the box. It's a great ball. He sent it towards goal. Oh, and it's been flicked away. I don't know what happened there. It looks like there's either a offside or some sort of foul in the box, but it looks like that should have had a goal bound there. Ball into the box. Oh, is that a flick on from Johnson Clark-Harris to the back post? I'm not quite sure there.
What's going on there?
Yeah, so Johnson Clark-Harris has headed that on. I thought it was a flick on from us, and Egan, I don't think he was expecting it. Tried to get his head round it, but I don't know where the foul has come from. I really don't.
I can see that.
No. And Peterborough are going down the left-hand side. Ball into the box. That's actually a solid ball. And Wes actually spills it there slightly, but there's no one close enough for Peterborough to put that into the goal.
It's a frantic start, isn't it?
It is. And Rian Brewster's down this right-hand side. It's end-to-end stuff. It's basketball at the moment. Rian Brewster's through. Plays the ball into the box. It's got to be. Oh, my God. Billy Sharp tries to flick it goalwards. And Dye comes in. And the goalkeeper manages just to stop the ball.
That is quality running there by Brewster.
That flick past the defender there was fantastic. Good ball into the box. Billy Sharp tries to hold it up. And I think that's a chance.
Yeah, bit unlucky for Billy there, but yeah. Good play,
and unlucky for Ndai really as well, because the goalkeeper has smothered that. Because I thought the goalkeeper had kind of won that ball, but he got a shot away. He got that shot away. So could have gone anywhere, but good save from the goalkeeper. But a very, very, like you say, frantic, but good start for the Blades.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. 3 minutes in. So it stays like that.
Yeah, let's hope so. Do you want to have a go at that Swedish town name then? Thank you for the 20 sec, by the way.
𝐍𝐸𝐕𝐏?
Yarvel, I reckon.
Yeah.
No, it could be. I don't know. I looked at the spelling and the actual spelling of it, and then I actually looked at how he'd said that it's spelled, and I'm going Yarvel.
I'm just laughing at the comment beneath it.
Very, very good, Daniel. We like that. Peterborough lost the ball out to Howrahan. Oh, it looks like Bruce tried to hold that ball up and just got shoved in the back. It's a free kick to the Blades.
Take that.
I don't really know whether we want to slow this down or we want to keep it at this frantic pace, because I think that we're a much better attacking side than Peterborough are. So I want to just keep us attacking. Attack, I reckon.
I think we've got to just keep the pressure on them. I mean, we're certainly doing that at the minute. Go on.
Oh, Illiman died on the left-hand side. Plays it into Billy Sharp. Is he going to flick it around the... Oh, my God. He's held it up and...
slowed it down.
Everybody's back now. That needed to go out to Bogle. That's a great volley from Norwood. Oh, Billy Sharp. Nearly on the end of that. Fantastic cross.
Brilliant. He did slow it down, but then he found some great space there, didn't he?
And then he got on how did he get on the end of that? That's a fantastic ball from Norwood. He knew exactly where that's going. And really, I think Billy Sharp's kind of ran past that. Has he gone over the ball? I'm not too sure, but it was a very, very difficult chance. I wouldn't say that was a very, very good goal-scoring chance.
Yeah, half a chance probably, but still good play that. I think we just need to keep the pressure on, like we said.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep this going. Like they've had one chance down the left-hand side that got drilled into Wes. They were nowhere near that. We've had, what's that now? Three half decent chances.
Easy.
It's looking good. And do you know what's great about Alex Ferguson no longer being a manager is that he doesn't give all his best young players to Darren Ferguson.
Did he ever though? I can't remember that.
He gave a fair few. He gave maybe not his best, but he gave a fair few players. And I'd be like, Dad, come on, struggling here. Give some players, mate.
Yeah. No.
Oh dear. Right. 5 minutes 45. I'm assuming we are on the same time, Ewan.
5:50.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, okay. We're loving that. That is also a time check for anybody who we are behind, so you can pause your TV if you like and get on time with us, because we do know that YouTube does have a very slight delay. So we might be saying, oh, we're running down the right and we're not quite. So there you go. So if you want to pause it, it's up to you. Or if you want to kind of pause us, whatever you want to do, just to get on time, because we are 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Norwood on the ball, flicks it down the line for Bogle. The ball is out for a throwing down here. And do you know what, Ewan? I want your take on this. Maybe not in the first half, but Jack Robinson, in the second half, if you need a goal, are you calling him over from the left-hand side to take a throw on the right?
He doesn't do much from throw-ins, though, does he? I know he's got this great big long throw, but when have you seen him actually cause problems with that?
Only a couple of times, but it has been recently. And before that, we haven't really used it at all. Yeah, Ryan Brewster down the right-hand side doing some good work. And it looks like, I can't work out whether it's Jack Robinson. Oh, no, it's Reece Norrington-Davis. Norrington-Davis looks a lot bigger right now than I thought he was. I thought he was a little tiny 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐍 man.
No, not quite that small.
Walter Norwood plays it into the box. Oh, it's come out to Chris Basham. Lays it to Howrahan. Back out wide. Norrington-Davis. Can he put a good ball in?
No.
He gets tackled. And this is where we're going to see it, Ewan. We're hopefully going to see a Jackie long throw. And he's just realised now, Norrington-Davis, that he's not taking that throw in. So let's see. The Hoardings are really, really close to the byline. So he's not got much of a run up here. But let's see if he can launch this into the box. There we go. He's not got a towel. He's having to dry it on his shirt. Here it comes. Big, long ball into the box. The goalkeeper punches straight out to Norwood. Howrahan flicks it back in. Basham flicks it back in. Billy Sharp flicks it across, and it's taken by the goalkeeper. It's very pinball right now, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I think from what I was saying before, Robinson did well with that throw. I think with the long throws, you've got to plan it like well, it is a set piece, really. You've got to work on it a bit. So maybe they're trying to focus on that a bit more, because that was certainly a bit better. Yeah,
definitely. Oh, Basham's been sold short there. On the left-hand side, ball into the box. Oof, Norwood tries to clear it, and he eventually does after a bit of a poor sort of pass across goal. That has never been a foul, referee. No, he's not given it. A little nudge by Norwood and the play goes down. I hate that. I can't stand that. Just for Jim Phipps out there, mate, we are on minute 9 minutes and 5 seconds, mate. Thank you for subscribing to the Clips channel as well. I said that in the preview. Somebody always subscribes straight away after the preview. So that was Mr. James Phipps. So thank you very much for that, mate. Both in America, himself and Robert getting it on SUTV, and it sounds like ESPN is not working and SUTV is. So, Robert, get yourself on. I'm going to say get yourself a VPN. Doesn't need that, does he?
No.
Anyway, so time check. I've just given that, Simon. Thank you very much. There we are. So, as we were, great ball from Norwood here. Can Sharp stop that from going out? He does, but only for a throw-in. I thought that was a good ball at first, but it kind of ran away from him.
It seems a small pitch, this. I don't know if it's me.
You might be right. You might be right because as a lot of people know, the pitch dimensions can change per team, how you kind of want to play, and teams have used that to their advantage in the past. If they're kind of an up and under team, they'll try and make the pitch kind of more enclosed, so that fast attacking players haven't got as much space to run into. I don't think that's as much as a case as it used to be, but you could be right. It could be a smaller pitch than we used to.
Well, I mean, the stands are certainly close to the sides of the pitch, aren't they? So it might just be that perspective.
It could be. But I'll tell you one thing, Jack Robinson it wasn't difficult for him to reach kind of like the goalkeeper.
Absolutely not.
No, and we need to be using that. I don't understand why we've never used that before. Even in Chris Wilder days in the Premier League, like we barely used that. So it's a massive, massive weapon that you can use. And I don't know why every team doesn't do this. I think it was Tufty Club. I'll get back onto that in a second. Bogle down the right-hand side.
Cool.
Oh, he's using his flicks and tricks.
Cool.
It nearly plays Norwood. Norwood was overlapping centre back then.
I love that turn by Bash. Go on.
Yeah. Basham plays it out wide. Norrington Davis into 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐿. Oh, it's a poor touch by 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐿. Straight back to the Peterborough player.
That's frustrating.
It is. Oh, what is going on here? It's two sides that are not really controlling the ball very well. I've noticed over the last 11 minutes.
Do you think that's the conditions, or just them not controlling the ball that well?
I think it's probably a bit of both, mate. To be honest, the pitch doesn't look the best itself.
No,
I'm not having a dig at Peterborough at all. But yeah, the pitch doesn't look the greatest, and it probably is still blowing a gale. But yeah, I think Norrington Davis bringing it down there, it should still be bringing that down, even with the conditions being as they are. Peterborough on the attack, but it's a ball played through. Basham kind of deals with it wellish, and it just rolls to Wes to do what he needs to do with it. No one closing him down, so Wes gets the ball and he plays it out to Jack Robinson. Good ball into Sharp. Sharpie gets the ball taken off him again. Yeah, it's a common theme, that, isn't it? Sharpie getting the ball taken off him.
Yeah, his touch hasn't been great in these first few minutes.
No, definitely not. Definitely. Thank you very much, Steve. We really, really appreciate that, mate. Scoreline coming in from across the pond. Canadian Truckers 1-0 against the Establishment. There you go. What do you think to that, Ewan?
I have no idea what that's on about.
Neither do I, but I really appreciate you giving us £5. That's why I threw it to you, because I didn't really know what that was. If you want to, let us know, Steve, that'd be great. I think if Hal was here, he'd know exactly what that meant.
Yeah, I know Trudeau's the Canadian Prime Minister. That's it. I don't get the reference, though.
Do you know what? That's more than what I know. So shall we talk about Ian's comment instead? How do you think we will get playoffs with Heke?
I don't think we will. I think we'll probably finish somewhere like 10th, in all honesty.
Yeah. Another one that Bogle, lovely flick over the head of the Peterborough left back, but we've got nowhere with it. But it like I say, it's bouncing around constantly. Nobody can really get hold of this game. We're 13 minutes and 53 seconds into the game. A little time check for anyone there, with Egan having the ball at the back. What I was going to mention was about the long throw in. Tufty Club, I love listening to Tufty Club, and they said every team should surely have somebody who can throw the ball long. It should be something that you can teach someone. So why isn't everybody doing it?
Well, just to say, I always used to do foul throws on a Sunday. I don't know if you remember. So maybe I'm one person who can't be taught. But I know Liverpool have a throwing coach, don't they? So it's an aspect of the game that should be worked on. Is
that right? Yeah. I never knew that.
Yeah, they've got a throwing coach. So
excellent point. Is that a throwing coach for Jurgen Klopp throwing a wobbler? Is that what it is?
Maybe. No, I think I read about it. They brought someone in just to.
Oh, can I just stop you there? Brewster, he's gone down there, and I thought he'd just thrown himself to the ground, but he actually gets tugged because the ball comes into him. He chests it past the defender, and he pulls him back a little bit there. Now, I'm not saying that I've seen them given. I'm not saying that that's definitely a penalty, but there was more in that than I first thought.
Yeah, same. I wasn't sure if it was outside the box though. Was it inside?
I thought it was inside. I might be mistaken. I was listening to you, but as I just saw it out of the corner of my eye, I thought, that were a little bit tasty. That definitely holding on to him a little bit. Old Frankie Kent, most clearances for Peterborough this season. Obviously, we already knew that though.
Yeah, of course. We're football analysts.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Peterborough picking the ball up on the halfway line, taking a free kick that Brewster's just given away. Maybe just being annoyed the fact that he's just not got a penalty there. But he's going to be playing this into the box. Everybody up pretty much. Ball knocked into the box. Bit easy winner from the Peterborough player, but we managed to get the ball clear. Brewster tussling for the ball, and Peterborough player comes away with it. Ball on the right-hand side, ball into the box. Lovely clearance from Jackie Long throw straight away. And the Blades are back on the attack with Jayden Bogle down the right-hand side. I'm very excited to see what Jayden Bogle can do today. I think we've seen a glimpse of it already, but we want to get the ball down that right-hand side to him as much as we can.
Absolutely. I like his river dancing.
He's such a skillful player. I didn't realise, even last season, how skillful he was until the last kind of month.
Yeah, he did something against Luton last week, which was just hilarious. He was stood with two Luton players, and he was just stood still, and it's like he was literally river dancing on the ball, and somehow came away with it. It was just hilarious. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. What a player! What a player! We just need a few more little bits from him, like getting good crosses in and stuff like that. That's a great ball from Brewster out to Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp's pulled out wide. He's holding it up quite well into Jayden Bogle. Can he find someone? It's lovely football. Billy Sharp's got it back from Norwood. Oh, and it's a poor ball. And Norwood, I thought he was just going to give a free kick away then, and he manages to get the block in. But that's another one where Billy Sharp's played a bad ball to Norwood, and we've lost the ball.
It's been scrappy and frantic. Neither team can keep hold of it for 3 or 4 passes. It's mad.
Yeah. Absolutely. Ian Smith, Sharpie will always be a hero, but his quickness of thought seems to have deserted him. I don't know, is that with I was going to say old age. That's not the case. He is literally like 1 year older than me. Not with old age, but is that with time, or is that just because he's not playing very good football at the moment?
I think his quickness of thought is there. Maybe it's his body not taking him to the positions as quickly as he would like to.
And another poor touch that he's just knocked the ball out of play. See, this is where Hal would stick up for Billy Sharp, because Hal is very much a people pleaser and wants everyone to like him. He knows that. So he would stick up for Billy Sharp right now. And we will say he is obviously 1 goal away from being the all-time top championship goal scorer. He's currently on the same goals as David Nugent, 121, which is a fantastic feat. We love Billy Sharp, and he scored a lot of these goals for Sheffield United as well, to be perfectly honest. So, we want to see him score more goals. And the ball is down the right for Brewster. He's in a great position. Great ball. Oh, Sharp can't get there. I don't think that was as good a ball as it could have been.
Hang on. What's happened here?
It's looking like Brewster has pulled up. His face is not a picture. He's grimacing at the moment. He's down on the deck. I think it was just... I don't think it's the run, necessarily. I think is it the cross? Oh, he's pulled, hamstring.
Hamstring, no.
Hammy's gone there. I think it's where it must have been... I don't know whether it's the ball into the box or whether it's the studs hitting the ground, but that's his hamstring gone, and that looks like his game done.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It really is. He doesn't look happy. He looks upset. 3 goals in his last 6 championship appearances. And he's missed a few chances, but he's also obviously scored some goals as well. So this is not a good sight for Blaze fans. Who would you like to come on if Brewster was to go off?
Well, we've only got strike-wise, it's McBurney, isn't it?
And McGoldrick. Saying Didsey to come on. And what Hecky's been doing, really, when Didsey and Dye and Sharp have been playing, he's actually, instead of been playing Didsey up top with Sharp, he's been dropping him back and playing and Dye more as like a second striker. So maybe that's what's going to happen. We don't know. But Ollie McBurney's certainly not played much football as of late. So I would probably put McGoldrick on here. And not just because I love him to bits.
And I think with the game, how it's gone with it, we can't seem to string 5 passes together before it's given away. And McGoldrick might just keep the ball a bit better. Well, that's what his strength is, possibly. Anyway, usually.
Yeah. Brewster is up on his feet, and he actually looks like he's moving better than what we expected. Did say he's taking his jacket off, but I think that I have a feeling that Brewster might go back on here and see how he is for 5 minutes, but Didsey's taking his jacket off. He's leaving his hat on, obviously, though. That would be hilarious if Didsey left his little mechanic hat on. And yeah, Brewster's going off. I thought, because he was back on his feet, he was going to give it 5 minutes to see how it was, but he's coming off, he's kicking things, he's not happy. All the Blades fans are giving him a cheer as he's walking round, but he's not happy that he's having to come off here. Oh, he's giving his shirt to the crowd as well. That's fantastic. Hopefully it's my nephew. Let's see. Oh, wait, he's got to give it to a kid. Oh, can I have your shirt? Who is it? Oh, it's no one that I know. I was hoping it was going to be my nephew. Oh, well. But no, it's sad to see that because Ryan Brewster certainly is somebody that he was doing so well, wasn't he? That little flick past that player really early on, I think it was a couple of minutes into the game, that nearly ended up in a goal was a fantastic bit of play. And obviously, Didsey will be coming. Oh, Didsey's on now. Didsey's already on. He's already got megged.
Good start.
Yeah, really good start.
Oh,
great ball, though. Didsey's away. Turns inside. Go on. Oh,
yeah.
Everything but the finish. That's Didsey, isn't it? Everything but the finish.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I think the Peterborough defender came across rather well there. Might have put him off a bit.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think he could actually see the goal. I think like you say, he's got across well. But that's a great little flick inside.
Yeah.
And you just want him to get on target there, don't you? He's trying to bend the ball and...
stretching, leaning back.
Yeah, that's not what you want as a striker at all. But no, we just got to crack on. Got to crack on with the game, obviously. Brewster, we would have liked to have seen him on for longer, but let's hope that he's back soon.
I think he'll be out a while. Hamstrings are just so...
Peterborough down the left, ball into the box. It's a poor ball. It's missed absolutely everyone. Nearly went out for a throw-in. Another clip into the box from the right-hand side. This feels like Sheffield United from last season. Just from a Peterborough point of view, just crosses constantly into the box that are just not good enough. Yeah. So let's hope that continues for the rest of the game.
Come on.
Ball back to the goalkeeper from Peterborough. Look, exactly what I said. Illiman and Dye's gone to play as kind of a second striker, and it looks like Didsey's gone on to kind of like a right-hand side of midfield player, if you like. Maybe a right central midfielder. Ball's gone up. Norwood plays it back to the goalkeeper. Billy Sharp up front. We're just not holding the ball up, but
this is what I'm saying.
It's so bitty, isn't it?
Can't keep 5 passes together. It's just so scrappy. It
really is. The ball's gone out for a throw-in, but we've taken it quickly. I would have still liked to have seen Robinson take that throw-in, slow it down, get Robinson on it, because Didsey is certainly better in the air than Brewster is.
Yeah.
Get Robinson on every single throw-in on that left-hand side that's anywhere near. Even that one, that's a bit further out, but I'd still have him launching it.
I don't know, but maybe I think we need to get just a few minutes just to control possession for a bit get them running round a bit, because at the minute it's 3 or 4 passes and then they get it back. Oh, hang on.
Oh, Bogle on the right hand side. It's a great shot. Keeper, good save. That is a very, very accomplished shot, that from a right wing back. Those are the ones that you want Didzy to be. You're wanting Didzy to have a shot like that. Do you know what I mean? Not a right wing back, but that's a great, great shot from Bogle down that right hand side. And the Blades certainly are the better team, 100%.
I think I'll just keep saying we need to keep possession, and then they can prove me wrong and have shots like that.
Yeah, exactly. Bogle going through, thinks that he's been brought down, but he hasn't. Ewan, I'd just like your thoughts on what's on screen right now from Scott. He's saying Jefferson might need to come back with the Brewster injury, maybe. I think that's a fantastic point from Scott.
Yeah. I mean, I think Hecky was saying that in the week, saying it's sort of. Oh, hang on.
And Dye brings it inside. Out to Howrahan. Is it a shot? Oh, that looked like it took a deflection. It just went past the post. I'd have liked to have seen that if it didn't take the deflection. There was no back lift on it. It was just kind of no run up, no anything. Just a great strike. That could have been in that.
Yeah. Get a better view.
That could have been in.
That's a great block from Peterborough defender.
It is. And what a ball this is from Norwood over the top to Bogle. We're seeing that other shot from Bogle again. That's a solid strike, that on target.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's done really well. Hang on.
Corner coming in. Didzy wins it. Oh, he heads it down and not towards goal again. He was more tussling with the defender. Why I don't think he got the right connection on it. But it's another corner. Norwood's going to whip this one in again. These corners have been good today. It's a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper in the 6-yard box. Obviously, we've seen that as a bit of their weakness. So the ball's coming in again. This time it's a pull ball, but it's got to Howrahan. He's kind of flicked it forward, but Peterborough get the ball away again. But Ndai's running back to clear up and back to Wes.
How does Ndai all the way back there?
I know, you don't want him there, do you? You want him in the box or just on the edge of the box. A really poor ball, that. Oh, Ewan, this is very, very back and forth. 5 attempts from the Blades to 0 from Peterborough. This is what we want to see. But this is not what we want to see. Peterborough down the left-hand side. Player brings it in onside onto his right foot. Cross into the box. Jackie long throw wins the header. Of course he does. Back out to Poku. He hits a shot. Straight at League One Wes. I don't want to say fumbles it. He knows exactly what he's doing there. He's taken that ball out of the sky and then he's just patted it forward like, we're not taking no chances here. Yep. He's caught that and then just dropped it for himself to catch. I'm absolutely fine with that. Goalkeepers do that every single game.
Yeah. Just going back to the Jefferson question whilst we get a minute. Yeah, I think. Hecky was saying the week, that I think there is an option to recall, but I don't know. We'll just have to assess how Brewster is. We don't know yet, do we?
No. Let me change the question slightly. If you've got if you've got McBurney, we'll come back to that in a second. Peterborough are on the break down the right hand side here. Jack Marriott, the Blade himself, plays a ball into the box. It's not a good ball. Johnson, Clark, Harris and Basham were running into the box. It was miles in front of both of them. Goes out for a throw into the Blades on the right-hand side. My question to you, Ewan, is if you've got McBurney, Didsey and Jebbo on the bench, you need a goal. Which one are you bringing on?
Might be Jebbo, wouldn't it? Every day of the week.
That's why I asked the question. It really is.
Yeah. I think when you put it in black and white like that, yeah. You probably bring him back. Absolutely.
And really, like, if he's got to make his mind up very, very quickly, so we might not know the extent of Bruce's injuries, and even if it is kind of just a month or something like that, which is conservatively speaking, I feel like you've got to bring him back because it might not be a month, it might be a month and a half, 2 months, and then we're towards the end of the season.
But look at all the games we've got coming up at the minute because of all the postponements. Got loads of games coming up, so yeah, you probably might think about bringing him back now.
That was excellent skill from the Peterborough lad, but the Blades get the ball back with Howrahan. Very, very good challenge in there. Again, it's very bitty, this game. it's not. I don't think this is one for the one for the neutral. There's been a few chances in there, but they're not controlling this ball very well. That's a massive swipe from Howran, completely misses the ball, but then actually gets back because of the little stumble from Mumba and wins the ball.
Oh, I like that.
This annoys.
Stumble from Mumba.
Yeah, stumble from Mumba. That really annoys me. Do you know when Darren Ferguson just then flicks the ball behind? He's like a 50-odd, 60-odd, whatever age he is, old man. And he's flicking the ball behind him so that United can't get the ball. I think it's embarrassing. I really do. And I know every manager does it. And if Hecky does it, I'm fine with it. But it just really annoys me. It just really, really does annoy me, mate.
No, I get you. Right, let's see what stumble from Mumba can do.
It's not looking like it's going to be a long throw anyway. It's a short throwing on the right-hand side. And the Blades get it away. That was poor. Really poor from the Peterborough lad. It's just been a bit of a poor game, in all honesty. 𝐍𝐸 picks it up really well, but then loses it. It's frustrating. That is the game all over. Again, ball lost by Peterborough. Really poor. Can Ndai do something now? He does actually do it really well. We expected that, though, obviously. Basham coming forward. I just want him to have a shot. Plays it out wide to Jayden Bogle. Back inside to Ollie Norwood. Hits a... Oh, that's a really poor effort from Ollie Norwood. The ball kind of just sat up a little bit more than what I think he expected. So when he hit that shot, it was always sailing over the bar. But Ollie Norwood, that pass from him, they're showing the Bogle chance again. I think they're only showing that because that's probably the best shot that we've had all game. But what a fantastic ball from Norwood. And I think he's started this game really well. What do you think, Ewan?
Yeah, no, I think Norwood was brilliant. Are you saying Norwood or Bogle? Sorry.
No, Norwood.
Yeah, no, he's been playing well recently. I'm a Norwood fan anyway. But
yeah,
I know he's had his critics last couple of seasons. I've got another break here.
Yeah, and die on the ball. A little bit of a scissor trick, but he doesn't get away. But this is what I mean. I'd rather see that than just hold the ball up and kind of bring someone into it 10 seconds later. I'd much rather see him try and take someone on.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think we just need to try and keep it a little bit, because otherwise, if we keep going like this, we'll tire out too quickly.
Yeah, I think you're right. But we've got a lot of experienced players on the pitch, so hopefully we can manage that a little bit better. But 32 minutes gone, 0-0, and die on the ball, plays the ball through, but neither 𝐍𝐸 or Bogle or Sharp or anyone saw that coming, so nobody really made a run. It was actually quite a nice little ball through. I think it had a bit too much on it, but nobody made that run, which was really frustrating to watch. I'm going to put it out there. That's a good challenge from Reece Norrington-Davies. Plays it into Ndai. Reece Norrington-Davies again out wide. 𝐍𝐸 picks it up, holds it up, plays it out. It's okay. It's okay. But when we need it, we don't hold the ball up well or play the ball well in the final third. Bogle on the right-hand side plays it into Sharp. He's holding it up. He's getting down that wing, Sharp-8. Ball into... it comes out to Bogle. Hits it. Defender does very, very well at throwing himself at the ball. And 𝐍𝐸 lets it go out for a corner. What do you reckon?
How many corners have we had?
Do you know what? If people were betting on corners right now, they will be millionaires because, we've probably had, I reckon, at least 6. We've had a couple of corners that have resulted in another corner. I think that's happened at least twice. So I think we're looking at least 5 or 6, if not more.
Peterborough look a bit all over the shop at the back.
Good ball in from Norwood. Oh, it's a winner from Egan, and he's never ever going to get that on target from there. Unless he's flicking that, he's tried to head that, and that is such a difficult skill to head that on target. All it needed was a glancing flick.
Yeah, he tries to.
Yeah, way too much. He's not got over it either. It's always rising, that one. So we'll let him off because Egan's probably the one that you'd want on that header rather than anybody else, except for Jackie Long throw maybe after last week.
I'm just looking at a comment here. Jebo cannot really perform at a lower level.
He can't perform at a lower level.
And yet, then our current strikers.
Why not just get him back and play him? Well, fair enough. Do you know what? I think Jebo, I think he's done really well. He scored loads of goals. So I don't see a problem with him playing at a lower level, but I'd like to see him back anyway. Basham comes forward, lays it out to Bogle. Are we going to see some tricks? Yep. Bogle. It hits the ball on target again. And Dice picks it up. Play it, get it. What's going on here? And Die is in and out. And the goalkeeper managed to get hold of it at the second time. The goalkeeper really, it wasn't a great shot from Bogle at the front post. And he spilt that. And that could have easily ended up in a goal. That's really poor from the goalkeeper.
What we're saying, Nick, do you think Bogle's been to Brazilian soccer school?
I think he must have done, mate. I think he must have done. For anyone who doesn't know what Brazilian soccer is, they used to do it in Sheffield Graves. And that's where I got my touch from. I didn't used to have a touch until I went there. And I don't know how it happened, but they really sorted me out. It's such a great place to go and do football. But I think at the same time, I don't know if it's even around anymore.
I know. I learned how to do around the world, and that's about it. And that didn't really do much for my football career, but there we go.
Do you know what? I think you're going to know what I'm about to say in a second, but I'll just wait to see what happens with this attack. And Die heads it back in. The ball, again, pinball. Norwood on the edge of the box, heads it out to Bogle. Bogle's in this game a lot, and that's exactly what's a bit of skill from Bogle. He's it across the box. Nobody there to knock it in. I don't know whether that was a shot or a cross. I think it was more of a shot than a cross. But that is going on Soccer AM showboating.
They need to do like some background music with Riverdance where Bogle at the minute because it's just like tiptoeing across him.
I know. Brilliant. Still don't know whether that's a cross or a shot. It looked like a shot, but he's arrowed that across the box. Not sure myself, but that's another time where Bogle has done something fantastic, and then the cross/shot hasn't been good enough. But Bogle's certainly the best attacking threat that we've had all game.
Yeah, definitely. They just can't handle his feet.
No, they just can't handle his feet. His feet don't lie, do they?
No.
They just don't lie. What I was going to say, when the first time you ever did Round the World, do you remember what happened?
Did I boot it in my face?
Yeah, I did it, and then boot it in your own face. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Was it outside your house?
No, do you know what? I've got in my head, for some reason, I don't think we ever really hung out around there. The new Westfield School. It was on the field, the new Westfield School that used to be a field, I think.
Yes,
and I don't know why I'm thinking that. Yeah. Why was it? Why? Why were we there?
I have no idea, but didn't it used to be football pitches there or not? I can't remember.
I think it was just a massive plain of grass.
Yeah, but I do remember that. So I did the Round the World where you bounce on your foot and you flick it around, and then proceeded to volley it smack in my face afterwards. So.
Yeah, it wasn't just on your forehead. It wasn't on your cheek. It was literally right in the middle. Bang. Yeah.
That epitomizes my football career, I think. That.
Possibly. We've all done silly things. We've definitely all done silly things. But no, I think, to be honest, mate, you'd fit in this game because it's not been...
Because we can't control it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think your Brazilian soccer skills are better than most of these. Maybe not Bogle. Bogle's looked a little bit special tonight.
Oh, yeah. He's looking like Cafu tonight.
Absolutely. There we go. Ball on the left-hand side. Is it heading out for another corner? It is another corner. Get your money on. Simon Sultan is saying, would like to see Jebo with Ndai and Morgan Gibbs-White. Scott. He's talking to Scott, mate. He's not talking to us. We don't need to address him. He's talking to Scott. Don't worry about it.
He makes a good point, though.
He does. Ball out to Howrahan. It's on the edge of the box for Norwood. He clips it in. Johnny again.
Oh, that's a chance.
Biggest chance of this game for me. John Egan right in front of goal on the angle. All he needs to do is head it on target, and he's probably scored there, Ewan. What do you make of that?
He should be burying that. Yeah. You know what? He could even chest that. He could even chest that and volley it.
We've seen him do things that are even more special than that, like the Burnley goal in the first Premier League season where he volleyed it in the top corner. That is a sitter for me. For a defender who's good at heading, that is a sitter for me, and he should be putting that in the back of the net.
That's the first golden opportunity. Definitely.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like that Wes has just got rid of that because the ball's played back to him, and he likes to wait and wait and wait to kick balls sometimes, and it really, really grinds my gears. I don't like it. But Peter, ball through, man, one on one. What a save, Wes. What a save. That is 2 golden chances within about 2 minutes. Johnson Clark-Harris through 1-on-1. Fantastic ball through. Basham does not know where he is. And Basham's completely lost him there. Do you know what? Did you see that then? He toes it past the goalkeeper.
With his left foot?
Just sticks his hand out.
Why does he use his left foot?
He's left-footed.
That might explain it then.
But Wes there is gone one way and he's just stuck his left hand out there. And that is a world-class save for me. A goalkeeper that is going the complete wrong way and has it in his mind to just stick his left hand out, because that is destined for the back of the net if Wes doesn't do that.
What I was saying about with him using left foot there, even if he is dominant left foot, I'd have just gone with my right. But
you would think so, wouldn't you, on that side? But no, he didn't. And really, I don't know. It's a fantastic save, whatever you look at.
Absolutely.
But no, he's Wes has pulled off a great save there. He saved us. Egan's had a really, really good chance. But could you imagine Egan having the best chance of the half and then a minute later, Peterborough being 1-0 up?
That would be so Sheffield United, though, wouldn't it?
Really would, yeah. Look at that's a fantastic save from Foderingham, going the wrong way and then sticking out his left hand. Daryl, absolutely. Love Bash, but being done 3 times now. And I think he's done that in lots of games this season. Lots of games he's just not been focused enough. And he's lost his man a fair few times. Against Preston, their 2 goals, he had a hand in. He could have done a lot better with. So I love Bash to bits, but maybe it's the focus, getting older. Obviously, Basham's in that sort of kind of early to mid-30s age, and we all love Bash. He could play until he's 60 years old, probably. He's that fit. But at the same time, Basham, it could be his mind. It might not necessarily be his body. Frustrating. Really frustrating.
I think, if to give benefit of the doubt for Bash there, that was a good run and a good slide rule pass. So that can do any defender. But I know that I suppose there's a bit of a pattern at the minute with him getting caught out.
Yeah, it really is. Somebody keeps putting 2-0. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. So that must be what's going to happen in this game. Shall we put his bets on now?
I always get scores horrifically wrong, so I'm just not going to say anything, mate.
Do you know what? This game could be 4-0 Blades. It could be 2-0 Peterborough. It could be 4-2 Blade. It could be anything, really, with how it's gone. There's been loads of chances, loads of half chances, but like we said, 2 massive chances just then.
It is a bit like a Imperial League game on a Sunday. This it's just all over the place.
Yeah, and you've got a few half decent players that can do some good stuff. Bash, ball into the box. Didsey on the edge, plays it out to Howrahan. Lovely little ticky side, right footed shot. Howrahan, you can tell that was his weak foot.
Yeah,
couldn't you really? He's got such a great shot on him as well, Howrahan. It's on his left foot. He's just about to hit it, flicks it back onto his right. Yeah, that's going nowhere near that top corner.
It's frustrating, this.
Yeah, you can see Howrahan's frustrated with himself as well, because we know that he's got a strike on him. We've seen it throughout his career. but we've not seen it too much in a Blade shirt, or if we have seen it, it's been deflected or blocked or something like that. But one will come eventually, I'm sure of it.
Someone's interestingly put in the comments about Bash maybe being distracted by contract talks. I mean, does that really have a bearing on players' thoughts when they're playing?
I'm not sure, to be honest, especially you wouldn't think somebody like Basham would struggle with that. Like, he is Blades through and through now. I'm absolutely sure of it. And unless Hecky says that he doesn't want him, I can't see Bash going anywhere. Yeah. Like, I can understand. There were talks about Burnley, which I can't see myself. But
that'd be odd.
It would be really odd. Burnley look like they're coming down from the Premier League. They possibly could lose Ben Mee. They could lose James Tarkowski. They could lose the best defenders because they've got a really good defence. But I can't see Bash wanting to uproot his life. I know it's only Burton. It's not the other end of the Burnley. It's not the other end of the world. But still, he's playing for Sheffield United. He's played for Sheffield United for years. He loves the club. He loves his teammates. He loves the fans. I would be very, very doubted if he goes and moves or goes somewhere else unless somebody tells him, we don't want you anymore.
Yeah, and I can't see Burnley signing him because they've got so many players over 30 anyway, so it'd be odd for them to do that.
Yeah, it really would be. I could see him going to a middle-of-the-road championship club, though, not interested in promotion. Maybe like a Luton, maybe like I was going to say Coventry, but Coventry's done quite well this season. I mean, somebody kind of like that who will take somebody who he's still got so much to give, but he is on the aging side.
Yeah, someone like Huddersfield, something like that.
Yeah, possibly. Noah plays the ball over the top. 𝐍𝐸 makes a run for it. The goalkeeper comes out, shanks it out for a throw-in. And that is just this game. There's 5 seconds left of this half. Yeah, that goalkeeper. Oh, there we go. That's it. It's over. It's done. 47 minutes gone in this game. It's now half-time. There we go. I'm doing everything right today, Ewan. I don't need Bobby. Don't need Hal. There we go, half time. So we are expecting to see Adam in here in a moment. He said he would join us. He does like to join us at half time, and we'd love to hear Adam's thoughts. Oi, and Wes, if you were just watching that, Wes nearly got squirted in the face by a sprinkler. Ewan, if you can rewind that, I suggest you do so if you missed it. That was absolutely brilliant. Breathtaking.
I'm rewinding it.
I think you should. Adam, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing?
Very well, lads. How are you both?
Very, very good, thank you. Did you just see Wes nearly get squirted in the face there?
I didn't know. No, I was just going to switch the laptop on to talk to you guys, so I just missed that one, unfortunately.
Did he do a little swivel when it came at him? Oh, he's too quick. He's too quick for the sprinkler even. How have you seen that game go up to now, Adam?
How are we not in front? It's complete and utter domination. And I just can't believe we're not at least one, if not two in front. We should be out of sight, shouldn't we, really? I mean, we've had all the possession. Bogle could have had a hat-trick himself. I just can't believe it's 0-0.
What were the big chances for you in that half?
Bogle had the big chance. I thought Billy had a really good chance. That clipping from Norwood was an absolutely gorgeous clipping. If Billy could have got on that. 𝐍𝐸, first touch, superb. Second touch, 𝐍𝐸, isn't it? He's just 𝐍𝐸 all over. He gets in behind, he does the hard work, and then he's nearly putting that one on the train tracks. But yeah, it's But
the Egan header.
Egan header. I mean, how he's not hit the target, I do not know. I mean, he could have brought it down, made himself a cuppa, turned round on it. He had all the time in the world to net that one. And when the goalkeeper spilled it as well. I personally thought he should have gone down. Could have probably won a penalty.
It's a good point.
Was it too honest? Are we being too honest? But I'm loving Horahan and Norwood in midfield. It's like a ping competition. It's great to see the set pieces. They're just firing it across. and created the chances. And surely it's got to come. If they carry on like that, it's got to come. But probably the moment of the half is that save from Wes. I mean, all the time, all the domination. He's not had a touch, and then he'd gone down and stuck out his arm. What an absolute world-class save that was. It probably didn't look as good as what an actual save it was. As a former goalkeeper myself, not a very good one, I must add, but that's a great hand, an absolutely great hand. So, and that's kept us in it, because that had been so Sheffield United to go in 1-0 down after dominating.
That's exactly what Ewan said. Exactly what Ewan said. And really, that save, you've just spoken about it. I think that I didn't even notice how that save had happened from the naked eye before I saw the instant replays, because it looked like Wes had just got low and he's just saved it. But when they slow it down and you realise that he's going the wrong way and his hand just comes out, he could have easily gone down with both hands to the right-hand side and not realised that he's flicking it past him the other way. So like you say, he's probably freezing cold in that goal. The ball comes through and he's alive. He's alive to get down there and even make that fantastic reflex save. So, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. And obviously, you being a world-class goalkeeper yourself, Champions League Adam, you obviously realise how good that was. Tell me about Bogle in that half. How good was he?
Oh, superb. Getting forward. The way he strikes the ball as well. I mean, he hits it with such power. And the second of his chances, I thought, when he hit it, I thought, he's got no chance here. It's the one the defender actually closed it down. But the goalkeeper wouldn't have had a prayer. It was hit with that much pace and that much power. I mean, he's getting forward really, really well. It's just a real shame from our perspective that we've lost Ryan Brewster through injury, because he was electric. I mean, that one went out wide and then just ran into the box. Absolutely tremendous. And he was going to score tonight, and you could see how gutted he was. But someone got a souvenir in the crowd, which I thought was a really nice touch, because he was really, obviously, visibly upset at the injury. He was very frustrated. But I mean, hopefully, he didn't do himself a mischief climbing over the boards to give it to somebody. I mean, when you've just pulled a hammy, that's probably not the best thing to do. But a momentum,
no, possibly not. Yeah. But he obviously wanted a kid to get it, because you know what some football fans are like. They'll be scrapping over that, won't they, in the away end, trying to get that shirt. And we've seen loads of kind of gaff clips where adults have stolen shirts of kids and stuff. And that was a real class touch from him to go out there and be like, no, give it to that kid there. I was saying to you, and I hope it was my nephew, because he's always on the front row and always like after shirts, but it wasn't to be. But no, there was this chance as well. They're just showing the chances again where Bogle hits a pretty tame shot at the goalkeeper and he spills it. How do you think the goalkeeper's done for Peterborough in this game?
Apart from that one, he's done all right. I mean, he's not been disastrous.
No.
But the chances we've had for, I think, 14, 15 attempts on goal in that half. I mean, he's not had many real tests. That's the one thing you would say. But I think the back three for Peterborough, I thought have played really well. I mean, we're clearly stretching it and getting particularly down the right, trying to get it in more. Maybe we need to explore down the left a bit second half. It'd be nice to see Norrington Davis get forward a bit more. But Jack Robinson got forward well. I thought he was trying. I mean, I know he had that heavy touch when he was sort of about 5 minutes before half time. It went out for a goal kick, but it's looking promising. We just need to make sure we don't get hit with a sucker punch. But if we get 1-0 up, I think one will breed two. And I think something coming from a set piece. I think John Egan will be fired up after that. But I wish Chris Basham would hit him, wouldn't he? I mean, Bash burst forward. There's a couple of times I've gone, shoot, and he's just sort of spread it out round. Have a pop, see what happens. Wind swirling, night like it is. It's worthwhile, shooting on sight tonight. Yeah,
deflections could happen. Anything could happen. Like we said, the goalkeeper, the only real good sight, the only sight of goal that he had to do something with was that Bogle one that he spilled out, and then we could have done something else with it. So I think just from seeing that, we need to shoot on sight. I think a lot of our shots have gone flying over the bar and flying wide and stuff like that. We need to get them on target and make him work. Looking at the bench, Adam, who would you bring on if in the second half if we're after a goal?
It's got to be McBurney, hasn't it? I mean, I know he's not your favourite, Nick, but I know he's not your favourite. But I mean, with a bit of strength, he'd be hungry. I mean, certainly no more than 15, 20 minutes. It showed when Brewster went off the lack of pace. Like I've seen in the comments, a man at Burton. I mean, it's got to be tailor-made for Jebo to come back now. I know there's rumours of it as a decision being made, but if Lacey's going to be moving abroad or not getting a look in or not fit, Brewster, hopefully it's not too serious, but if he's missing for 2 or 3 games, Jebo's the obvious man. We need some pace to go with Billy. Billy puts himself about, but he's not the quickest. He's got the game know-how. Didzy's got the game know-how. If Didzy can set Billy up to finish, great. But Billy's not going to do the running behind which Brewster was doing. So McBurney's
bring McBurney on for his pace.
He can win headers though, can't he? He can win headers, and the way that Horahan and Norwood are putting that ball in today, if that Egan chance had fallen to Ollie McBurney, dare I say it, I think it'd have been a different result. And he's a confidence player. He's got to come good at some time, and he's been missing for such a long time. He will be hungry. Will it work out? No, but we're limited for strikers. I never thought I'd say this at the start of the season. We had our many strikers, and all of a sudden we haven't. It's like we haven't got anybody.
Well,
we do. They're just all rubbish.
Rather than just throwing on another striker, though, what do you think about bringing Sander Berg on just to sort of run at them, because their defence can't seem to handle players running at them?
So who are we going to take off? Billy? Who are we going to take off and die? If Berg comes on, or is it going to be taking off a midfielder? I think that's because Bogle is running at them and getting further forward. Is it worth really pushing Bogle a lot further forward? I'm not saying playing up front, but really getting forward.
Possibly. I think that sometimes we go like for like too much. Why not change the system up a little bit? Play one player as far as possible, and then have 3 in front. Just behind, just playing around. Maybe Bogle being that right-hand-sided attacking midfielder. There's Baldock on the bench as well. So, like you said, if you want to push Bogle up, do you then bring Baldock and play him at either right back in a 4 or right wing back and play Bogle a little bit more forward? I know that's a bit outside the box thinking, but like Ewan said, Sander Berger running at their team could also be something that they may fear. And we all know that Sander Berger, when he's got the ball at his feet in an advanced area and he's running with it, there's not many players that can take the ball off him. He's really strong on the ball. It's just off the ball that he needs to get a bit stronger with. But he can certainly create some chances. So we've got, I was saying to Ewan before, there's a lot of strength on the bench. There's obviously Fleck as well that we've not even spoken about. That's it really. There's Fleck, Berger, McBurney, Baldock possibly if we're changing system. All that can come on. Obviously, we've already used 1 substitute, so we've only got 2 more of those to bring on. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it's certainly been an entertaining game. It's been an entertaining 0-0 draw up to now.
It has. Now, I'm confident we can come out. Hecky just needs to say to lads, just keep going, and the chance will come. Like I say, Peterborough look like a side that if we get 1, they ship a lot of goals, and they've conceded. It's 18 goals in the last 10 minutes this season. I think that was the stat that was put up earlier. So, they concede a lot of goals late on. So this game is far from, it feels like we're behind because we've been that dominant that it's only 0-0. But, if we don't win this, it's definitely 2 points dropped. We've got to go on and win this game.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. And Jim Phipps, as well as everybody else, is saying bring Jebo home. I don't think there's anybody that said leave Jebo at Burton. I was playing devil's advocate earlier. I was saying that maybe we could leave him at Burton for the season, but that was before Brewster got injured. Now it feels like a no-brainer that you've got to bring him back to Bramall Lane. Jim's also saying Sander Berger on for Sharp. I think that could be a good shout, but saying that, Billy Sharp is so hungry for that goal to take him over to become the top goal scorer in Championship history. So, Adam, do we leave him on to see if he can get that goal? Because obviously he's going to be very, very hungry for that.
think you've got to give Billy another 20 minutes, at least. Maybe just after the hour mark. If it's still 0-0, then potentially look to change that. But I don't think he will take Sharp off. I think with Brewster's injury, I think Sharp's going to, unless he gets injured himself, he's going to be pretty much playing 90 minutes. I just don't see him coming off. That's just my view.
I think you're right. And the thing is that at times, Hecky has brought off the younger lads. So kind of Brewster, he's brought off early a couple of times. He's brought off Ndai, but I think that's mostly just because of fitness, because Ndai kind of pulls up quite a lot. Brewster, he was just coming back from injury. Obviously, he's off again. And Joshua Penn Watson has made an absolutely fantastic point here. Brewster's not on the pitch. Burke's gone. Moose is going. We've got no pace. We've got absolutely zero pace. I don't think Jebo's specifically got a lot of pace himself, but yeah, I think that's another thing. We need him back. But yeah, we've lost all the pace. It's only Ndai who's got a little bit of pace, but he's not got that much pace. He's just very direct with his play. So I thought we were just about coming on then, but they've gone to more adverts. But before we let you go, Adam, do you want to give us a score prediction before you go?
Put me on the spot. I'm going to go for Peterborough 0, Blades 3. I know that's very bold and out there, but I think it's a case of get one in the first sort of quarter of an hour in the second half. Second one with a few minutes to go, they're going to throw caution to the wind, and that'll leave space just to pick off a third late on. So 3 goals, 3 points, happy days.
Love that, Adam. Absolutely love that. And I hope you're right. I really do, as we are just getting into the second half. Thanks for being with us this evening, mate. And hopefully you've brought us that look and we'll go and smash him 3-0.
Cheers, fellas. Speak soon.
Cheers, Adam. See you, mate. Right. There we go. And we are back. Just about to start the second half. I'm buzzing for the second half now. I think we're quite clearly the better team. I think Peterborough, if they're going to get anything from this game, they're going to be playing on the break as they did in the first half. The Blades kicking from right to left, kicked off the game, and we've got the ball with Jackie Long throw.
There we go.
Yeah. Rhys Davies tries to play it down the line, gets nowhere near it, and he's managed to keep it in, but I'm not sure whether that's going to be given as a foul. Everybody's just... Dizzy's got away with the ball. Dizzy's got away. Where's he going? Nowhere. He turns inside.
A corner.
We've managed to get a corner there. I don't know how that's happened, because it looked like it was destined to go out, and then it was almost like a rugby scrum. Everybody, every man for themselves. And Dizzy got away and managed to get himself a corner here. But that was it's a good start. 49 seconds in, another corner. And Ndai on the right hand side. It's a short corner. Ball into the box. Out to Norwood. What can he do with it? Plays it out wide to Howrahan. Flicks it into the box. Egan. I thought all that needed was Egan to flick that back across for Billy Sharp to put in the back of the net. Oh, God. It's back out wide. Norrington Davies flicks it inside to Ndai. I think this game's Ndai's here. Ball into the box from Norwood. Egan just misses out on that header. Egan's in some really, really good positions in this game, and he's not quite getting the connection on it that we need him to.
He's causing problems. That crossfield ball back post every time.
Yeah, and I think Adam's absolutely bang on with loving watching Howrahan and Norwood in this midfield. My worry with those two is they're both quite weak at times in the challenge, get knocked about a bit. And against a team like Peterborough, that we're going to have most of the ball, they're great. But against teams like, say, Fulham or teams like West Brom, where we're not going to have as much of the ball, kind of want a player in there that's going to stick the boot in. And I really think that Regan Slater could have been that lad, but he obviously wasn't given the chance. But maybe that's for a good reason. Ball to Billy Sharp on the left-hand side of the box. Fantastic ball. But and it's into Howrahan. Knocks it into the box. It's just not good enough. comes out to Jackie Longthrow, knocks it out to Norwood, and we're still on the ball, on the edge of the box. Norrington Davis into Sharp, but it's not good enough. It's not Billy Sharp's fault this time. The ball was nowhere near Sharp, and he obviously the defender gets in his back and knocks him for 6. It was a poor end to the attack, that, because Sharp got in a great position, but it was a poor touch from him originally. We've just watched the instant replay back.
Just doesn't seem to be falling for us at the minute.
No, I think you're right. Basham's just been mugged there, but we got away with that one, and it's our throw-in. Jackie Marriott doing his thing, trying to upset our defence, and Basham should be getting knocked off the ball by little man Harriet. There we go. Failed to score. Peterborough, Barnsley, and Hull. 13 games they've failed to score in, and this could be another one. That looks like the way it's going. But hopefully the Blades won't fail to score in this game. I'd have liked to have seen where we were in that list.
I think we've scored those games, haven't we?
I think so. But Jackie Longthrow brings him down. But it looked like we were going to be on the attack then. And Dye got the ball. It came back to Didsey, and then we kind of just lost it, which is quite frustrating. Maybe that's another one where Didsey's not quite kind of moving the ball quick enough like Dye does and like Morgan Gibbs-White does. And I don't think Jackie Longthrow has got much to complain about there. He's quite clearly brought him down.
Yeah.
It's a ball into the box by Peterborough. They win the ball, but we managed to get the ball away, and but they've got the ball still down that right-hand side with, I think that's Poku again. He's been a thorn in our side. Ball into the box, but it gets a deflection, and no one tries to clear, but it's straight back to them. And Peterborough could have been through then. That would have been really unlucky. A deflected clearance straight through to their striker, possibly. But the Blades managed to get it away, and we're on the attack again with Howrahan.
Come on.
We need to start creating stuff. There's no movement, though. There's no movement. The ball's played out to Norwood. Back out to Bogle. We need to get Bogle on the ball more. He's twisting and turning, comes inside, tries to make the defender, and he is not having any of it. This is 3-on-3. 3-on-3. Oh, he's shown too much of that to Egan. I think Howrahan tried to bring him down a few times then, but he wasn't having any of it. Referee trying to get in the way of the ball as well. It's all happening at the moment, but everything's happening except for goals.
Come on.
Jack Robinson plays it out to Howrahan. Out to Rhys Davis. Ball into the box. It's poor. It doesn't beat the first man. But Billy Sharp, can he turn on it and have a go? It's just, like you say, Ewan, it's just not falling. And that is a free kick.
I know what Adam was saying, we're dominating, but it's just frustrating at the same time. We can't seem to just get hold of it for a few passes and consistently build pressure. It's just too scrappy.
It is really scrappy. Norwood is saying that he did not bring him down there, this challenge. I think he might get booked for it.
Looked like a ball on that angle. Hang on. Oh, no, he didn't.
I can't tell. I don't think he's touched that, but Norwood seems adamant that he's touched it. And I'm always likely to believe the man when they're so adamant that they touched the ball like that. But you never know what footballers are like. They try to con the refs occasionally. Ball played over the top, all the way through to the goalkeeper. Do you know what? I don't mean to sound rude to Peterborough, but it's not easy to watch from a Peterborough fan point of view because they've really not created anything. The only thing, they've created one thing that was a fantastic save from Wes, but it's been overhit passes, overhit crosses. It's not been very good. But saying that, it's not been great from the Blades either. and Dye, that's got to be a book. That annoys me as well. And Dye there, he's trying to get his hand on the ball to stop it, to take a quick free kick, and they kick the ball away. Like, it's right in front of the ref's nose. Basham down the right-hand side. Plays it out to Bogle. Bogle back to Basham. Not a lot's happening down that right-hand side at the moment. Norwood in his deep quarterback role. But yeah, I think Peterborough are going to sit in now. I really think they're going to sit in and just try to catch us on the break. Ball over the top. Bogle can't quite get there. Didsy's not done enough for me since he's come on in this game. Really, really disappointed from Didsy's point of view. Sharpie neither, though. Neither of them. We need to switch it up, possibly.
Do you think that goal record's playing on Sharpie's mind?
I always think it does. I think I mentioned this in the preview, but he always seems to go through a barren spell when he's trying to kind of get a milestone goal. And I think you're probably right. He obviously took the excellent from Ndai. Fantastic skill. Howrahan in the middle of the box plays the ball through. It doesn't quite get there. Norwood knocks it out wide. Reece Darrington-Davis. We need to see something now. Balls. Sharpe. Tip. Yes! What a finish! Billy Sharp has broken the record. 122 goals. He is now Billy Sharp is now the all-time championship top scorer. And nobody tweets it quicker than the Sheff United way. There you go, Hal. I was straight on that. 1-0 Blades. It's what you love to see. What a finish from Sharp. Right into the corner. Ewan, talk us through that.
A classic Billy Sharp goal, wasn't it? Just sort of lands in that sort of 6 to 12 yard area at his feet. There's only really one result there.
Always, mate. Always. It's good end in the back of the net, isn't it, there? What a finish. Right into the bottom corner. Ewan, do you want me to just say something that you might not like?
Go on.
You just said, do you think that's the goal record's playing on his mind? Boom! Back of the net. Of course. Commentator's curse. As always. Do you know what I did there as well for a second? I forgot that we were in the championship. Let me pop that up on screen. There we go. I completely forgot all the way through that I needed to have that on screen. There we go. Blades 1-0 up. We'll pretend like we only put it up when we score a goal. Love that. Absolutely. It's there on screen right now. Billy Sharp, 122 goals. Nugent, 121. Ross McCormack, 120. Jordan Rhodes, 116. How many of those are still playing?
I know. I can't remember David Nugent being that prolific. Can you? I don't know.
It's a good point.
I can't remember bagging that many.
Show myself.
Yeah.
No, but he certainly did. He must have done if Sky.
Obviously, it's just. I could obviously remember Jordan Rhodes and Thingy bagging loads, but I just can't remember David Nugent being that good. But there we go.
No, obviously not. He didn't do it in the Premier League, really, did it? I remember him he got one appearance for England, 1 goal, scoring the scrappiest of goals I have ever seen for England. But he can always say he played 1 game, he scored 1 goal.
Yeah, but who was it against?
No idea.
San Marino.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I remember someone hit a great shot, the keeper saved it, and it was rolling in, and he knocked it in on the line. But the Blades are 1-0 up. Jaden Bogle down the right-hand side. That's exactly what we needed. And now, hopefully, Adam is going to be right and the Blades are going to be victorious 3-0, if not.
I was going to say that. Adam said, if we get a goal in the first quarter, the floodgates could open a bit. I think he might be right.
And the Blades are so much better now. We look so much more confident. We're passing the ball around so much quicker. I don't know if you've noticed that. They were just pinging passes. Boom, boom, boom. It just breeds confidence, goals, and being in front. And they just look like they're a different side now. However, Peterborough through. It was kind of one-on-one, but he leaves the ball behind him. And
he needs to go to Brazilian soccer school, make that.
He really does. Do you know what? He'll definitely learn how to do around the world, won't he?
Yeah, definitely.
He really will. Billy Sharp tussling with Thompson there. And I don't think that's a foul myself, but I knew the referee was going to give that. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. And I think he just threw himself on the ground knowing that he was going to get a foul there. And Billy Sharp, not too happy.
Let's see this goal again. I love this. Brilliant finish.
Oh, do you know what? For a split second, I'm like, has that just gone wide or is that just inside the post? And Billy Sharp does his trademark shush to the Peterborough fans. Do you know what? I think he could have done better than that. He's just broken the all-time championship goal record. I thought he'd been thinking about that for years, and I thought he'd have had a celebration in his mind for that, not just a shush to Peterborough fans.
Well, maybe that just shows he's not really thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe
not. But you said he was.
Yeah, no, but who knows?
Who knows, mate? Who knows? But it's great to see Billy Sharp get that goal. He's certainly not had a great game, in my opinion, but that is just my opinion. But hopefully that'll settle him down now. He's got nothing really to aim for now, as in like big goal scoring milestones. So hopefully that'll settle him down. He'll get a few more for the season.
Is that his first goal from open play for a while as well?
He did get a goal from open play against Cardiff. But like I said, it could be 2 months ago that Egan with a bad touch and manages to sort it out with a big challenge. But Peterborough aren't particularly playing well in this game, mate.
Yeah.
Ball into Bogle, back into Norwood. We're passing the ball around with ease right now, but I'd like to see us go and get that second goal. I think we are going to go and get that second goal, but I don't want us to kind of just pass it around now and not try and have any intent to go and score another.
Sorry, you can hear Brian sneezing in the background there.
Yeah, he's got a tickle in his nose there, hasn't he?
That's it. Well, it's because United are winning and he's a Wednesdayite, so maybe he's just he's allergic to that, isn't he? So
he's allergic to watching the Blades win. Do you know what, Ewan, from this throw-in? This is going to be an odd one because Jackie Longthrow is taking the throw from some tarpaulin that doesn't look that safe, to be honest. So I'm not sure how this is going to go, but everybody's in the 6-yard box. It's a good throw.
Here we go.
It's a winner from the Peterborough player. It's bobbling around. That looked like a penalty to me. No one hits it. Oh, that looked like it was destined for the far corner. But I thought in there that Ndai got shoved over in the box.
Yeah, it looked. Here we go. Got a better view here. No, it's not a pen for me. Not a pen.
No, I don't. I think you're right. It's a strike from Norwood, though. That. Oh, I don't know whether. Is that in the corner or is that just wide?
I think that's going in.
It's a very, very good deflection anyway from the defenders to put that wide. And guess what we've got?
Another corner. That's 8 or 9, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be. Ball coming in from Norwood. It's a deep ball. Didsy knocks it back in. It comes back to him. What's he going to do with this? He knocks the ball in with his left foot. No one really there. Cleared away. And Peterborough are on the break. And Ndai tries not to bring him down there. And the Blades are back in numbers. And Ndai does very, very well there. And I thought that, just like Ndai does, I thought that was a Blades throw.
It's good to see Ndai tracking back, getting stuck in. I like that.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's running around a little gingerly now, I think. So maybe him running back there has done him in a little bit, hopefully. He's not moving well. I think Ndai's coming off soon. That he always has that in him. I think Bobby came to the Derby game with Hal, and Bobby noticed that's a Howraham bringing Peterborough player down there, Thompson, bringing him down in a good position, really. I think that was needed. But Bobby made a really, really good what he said about Ndai was the fact that Ndai seems to try too hard, tries to get back, tries to do this, tries to do that. And when he puts in those big sprints, that's when he pulls up. And I'd never really noticed that until he mentioned it. And just then, he put everything in to try and win that ball back. And now he seemed to pull up a little bit.
Yeah, I think that might come with experience, though. He just needs to manage himself better in games and not apply himself too much in areas that he doesn't need to be doing that, really. I mean, it's great to see someone tracking back into the sort of left back position to win the ball back. But as you say, it's gonna end up hurting himself if he does it too much.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, we've not seen him kind of get injured or pull up much recently. It was a big struggle for him in the first I won't say first half of the season. I'd probably say first 5 or 6 games. I think 3 games in a row pulled up with hamstring problems, and I think more cramped than hamstring, should I say. But yeah, it's good to see that he seems to be managing his games better now, and he's certainly getting stuck in still. Peterborough look like they're trying to penetrate the Blades' defence, but we get the ball away with Norrington Davis down the left-hand side. And he doesn't just lump it forward. He gives it to Billy Sharp to hold up.
Kick. Yes.
No. It didn't look like a free kick to me, to be honest, but you're always going to get those free kicks in those positions, aren't you?
Well, that's what Billy's good at.
He held that up very, very well. He was being hassled, but actually, possibly just about a free kick. But yeah, he's like you say, he's very good at holding the ball up and sticking his arse out, as a lot of managers that I've had in the past have said. Strikers need to stick their arse out more because it's so difficult for a defender to kind of stop trying to get the ball off you when you're holding him off like that. Billy Sharp plays the ball down the line to Norrington Davis. Ball in. Didsey wins it, but he heads it wide. It's not a great header, but it was quite a difficult chance there. It certainly wasn't an easy one. And Peterborough look like they're bringing on 2 players now.
Have we any idea who they are?
I was just going to say, Ewan, do you want to tell me all about these 2 players that are coming on right now?
Well, I think your little brother's coming on.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
So maybe you could tell us a bit about him then.
We don't all know each other.
Oh, we've got Timo Pukki's brother coming on as well.
It looks like it, doesn't it? He does have a bit of an Icelandic look to him.
Yeah, definitely. No idea who they are.
Wait, is Timo Pukki from Iceland? I just thought
no, it's just Finland.
Oh, Finland. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Helen saying Berger, Onfort and Dye. I think that might be a good shout. It'll certainly slow things down, but I think that might be a good thing. But Dye seems like he's shook that knock off a little bit. But yeah, we don't want to overplay him, especially when we're winning against a team like Peterborough. No offense to Peterborough, but they've not exactly put us under massive amounts of pressure in this game. So Berger 4 and Dye might be a good little shout there.
I think I might have caught a glimpse of Berger warming up on the sideline, but so that might be a sign of him getting ready to come on.
Yeah, I think it would have to be in Dye because he's still running a little bit gingerly, but he's certainly putting it in. He's not going down every 2 seconds, put it that way. Howrahan in the middle of the pitch. We're just slowing it down, we seem to, which I'm not a massive fan of, in all honesty. I want us to go and get that second, like I said earlier. Andy says, congrats to Billy. Absolutely. It's great to see. It really is, especially a player who came through the Sheffield United ranks, scored a lot of goals for the Blades in the Championship too. We absolutely love Billy Sharp at Sheffield United. Classic Sharp finish as well, that was said, and it really, really was, wasn't it? You were saying that, weren't you, Ewan?
Yeah, when them sort of balls land in the box like that, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a Billy Sharp goal.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, slaloming run from that Peterborough player there. And this is what Hal's good at. He's good at knowing all the players' names, and I'm just not that guy. I'm concentrating on trying to say the right things, and Hal's like, oh yes, and Morton there on the ball, passing to Poku, and it's like, no, that's not me.
That's just the professional broadcast running.
Yeah, exactly. And Timo Pukki plays it back to his goalkeeper. No problem at all. That's what you'll get from me.
Let's call him Peter Pukki from now.
Yeah. Oh, dear me. I used to think Peterborough was pronounced Peterborough. I like that. I really do. Peterborough. I'll tell you what. Oh, that's a great ball turned out. He's pulled up. He's not getting to that. I think he's going to be walking off any second now. Yeah, he can't. Oh, there's no need for that. Yeah, he can't run, can he?
Yeah, he needs to come off.
Yeah, he's done for. He's definitely done for. You could tell after that first run where he put it in to try and stop them from going forward. And I'm fine with that. I want him to do that. He needs to learn his body. He really does. And I'm surprised he's still walking around on the pitch. I thought Hecky would have been like, get him off. We don't want to make his cramp or injury or whatever it is any worse.
There might be a plan for him to come off after around 75 minutes anyway, because there might, players like Berg might have only got 15, 20 minutes in him anyway at the minute.
Maybe. He'd say straight through, ball into the box. Oh, it's a poor ball into the box. He does really well until he has to release the ball, and it's not a good cross. It's straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Peterborough picking the ball up in their own half. The Blades chasing them back, sending them back towards their own half to their own goalkeeper. Basham, big winner. Norwood tries to bring it down, and he does. Oh, he's put a challenge in there. He's won the ball, and the referee's been quite kind to him there, I think.
Mm. Where's your little brother playing up? Is your little brother playing up front for Peterborough?
I don't know where he plays. He hasn't told me.
Is there?
He is. He's up front with Clark Harris. He came on for Marriott, so I think it's a like-for-like swap. I recognise that player there, but I don't know what his name is. that's me for you. By the way, guys, if you want to let us know what you think it's going to finish, there's 20 minutes left. Are the Blades going to finish the game victorious? Is it going to finish 1-0, or the Blades can score more goals? Are Peter going to come back into it? Ndai is down as expected. I don't know why he needed to go down. We could see for a while that he was struggling. They should have had him off. It doesn't matter if the player's not ready to come on yet. He shouldn't have been running around for longer than he needs to, because obviously it's Ndai. He's going to be moving around. He's not a player that's just going to walk around.
But I mean,
that's on
Ndai though. He should be sort of indicating to the bench. I know he wants to play and play longer, but if he can't physically run, then he's got to say. Yeah,
it's a bit of both, really. And Ndai's got to be like, I need to come off, but we could see from here that he needed to come off. Brewster seems a little bit happier than he was when he was coming off the pitch. In the middle of Baldock and McBain, looked like they're having a great time. If that was 0-0 and they were like laughing and joking there, you can guarantee all the Blades fans will be like, what are they doing? Why are they laughing?
They've been meltdown.
We're not winning. Yeah, absolutely. But this could be 2 wins in 2, which is great. Hecky had that fantastic start. I think it was 3 wins in 3 for Hecky. We had 4 on the bounce, 1 from Slav. So after 2 pretty lackluster performances, or should I say 3 halves of lackluster performances, because we know that against Preston that first half we played really well. That's 2 more wins. So that's, what's that? 7 games, 4 wins? No, 5 wins.
I don't know.
5 wins, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat, I think, under Hecky, if I'm right. Let me know in the comments if I'm not. But that's a great start. That's more than what we'd expected.
I read the other week you've got 13 points out of a possible 18. I think that was before the Luton game or after. So,
yeah, I think a really, really good Twitter account tweeted that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Never heard of it.
No. Whoa. Gets invited on the channel and disrespects us like that. Brewster and Ndai both injured. Could we have worse luck? I think that proves again that Jebo needs to come back. Another attacking player possibly injured. There we go. Yeah, 6 wins. 6 games, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. It's very, very good.
I like that.
And Andrew Booth, Hecky and McCall seem like great man managers. I think they are. I think you can see from the outside how much they've got from the team in this short space of time. You're saying it's 7 games. I'm not sure how that works, but go on, you.
I've loved seeing some of the videos of McCall as well on the training ground. It's hilarious. Have you seen
he's
him?
brilliant in front of camera. Yeah.
Funny guy.
Really funny guy. And we really liked him as a footballer when he were at Bramall Lane as a player. Really. Oh, Diggsy brings it down perfectly. It's a poor tame shot with his left foot, though. He's not having a good time in front of goal, Diggsy. But I don't mind that occasionally if he's playing really, really good football, because we saw that in the Premier League in the first season, that he didn't always need to score goals to be playing well and helping the team in that way. Jim Phipps has just said something that I meant to bring up a second ago. Fleck is back on the pitch. He's come on for and die. We originally thought it was going to be Berger that was going to come on. But yeah, it is great to see Fleck coming back into the side after what happened to him. We won't go into that for the anti-vaxxers out there. Our attackers, time to force Hecky's hand with Jebo. Yeah, I think that's quite clear, isn't it? Ball out wide for Peterborough on the left-hand side. Oh, and Bogle. That's pretty simple from Bogle as the play just ran straight into him. We've not seen many attacks, though, since we scored a goal, I don't think.
Nothing gilt-edged sort of created now. It's been a bit... But, I mean, Peterborough don't seem to be threatening much at all. I mean, it must be hard being a Peterborough fan watching them.
Yeah, exactly. Norwood clips over the top. McGoldrick onto it. What's he going to do? He holds it up. I thought he was going to play Bogle in then. Knocks it back to Fleck. Onto Howrahan. Back to Fleck. This is nice. Out to Norrington Davis. He plays a ball. It's a better ball, but it's straight down the keeper's throat. At least it wasn't... He beat the first man, but he certainly didn't beat the goalkeeper. And that's just setting them on an attack.
Here's Peter Peugeot.
Peter Peugeot on the right-hand side. Not a lot is happening for Peterborough. They're just knocking the ball forward, and you can see why they are where they are anyway. We'll put it that way. Ball into Howrahan. What's he going to do? He looks wide. He plays it out to Norrington Davis. Norrington Davis, I want to see get further forward. He's not done a lot in this game further forward. All his crosses have either not beat the first man or into the goalkeeper's arms. You just want one cross to get on someone's head.
He's got a bit of pace, Norrington Davis, isn't it? He's no slow coach, but you never really see him sort of stretching him using that. Well, I was going to say he's going to do it then, but he didn't. But
he's not. No, he's not going to get there. He could have all the pace in the world. He's not getting that one.
No.
So, yeah, 15 minutes left, guys. 75-35. There's your time check. We haven't done one in a while, but nobody's asked for one, so that's absolutely fine. So, what are we expecting from the rest of this game? I'm not nervous. I'm not as nervous as the Preston game. We'll put it that way. But that's certainly not to say that Peterborough aren't going to go and score a goal, because we know how poorly we've defended this season and getting caught on breaks and stuff like that. But
yes, come on,
Billy Sharp onside, 1-on-1. Oh my God, that is a shocker. Billy Sharp, 1-on-1. I think he pushes it a little bit too far, and the goalkeeper gets on top of him, and he's got nowhere to put the ball. But in that situation, the goalkeeper's on top of you. Try and go around him.
We're saying that before, though. Like, how many 1-on-1s has he sort of missed? That list is growing.
It really is, and the one he's taking the chances that are like in the middle of the box, kind of strikers, finishers, fox in the box type of player. But the 1-on-1s, he's had so many. He needs to put them away.
That is frustrating. That would have been the game dead and buried.
Yeah, it would have been, and he had so much time. Ball into the box, a lovely little knock across from Peterborough, but it wasn't actually that lovely, and straight into the arms of Wes Foderingham. That's what you want to see, but yeah, it certainly should have been 2-0. You can see from Sharp's face how annoyed he is. It was Norwood's pressing that, nicks it, Sharp all on his own, find the back of the net, Sharpie. And then Didsy on the stretch. I don't know if he had to stretch there to do that, but I think he's trying to dig.
Yeah. Has he gone through, tried the legs, or I don't know?
I thought he was trying to dink it over his legs, but he didn't get any height on it whatsoever. Really, really frustrating. McGoldrick knocks it back to the referee. Good one, Simon. Good one.
He's coming off.
Another shout for Sanderberger, but that's it. Ollie McBurney's coming on for Billy Sharp, and that's all she wrote, because that's all our 3 substitutions done. I bet, do you know what? I bet Billy Sharp's really annoyed about that, because that's the last thing he did before he got brought off. He's going to be thinking about that tonight. Even though he's got that record, you know what Sharp's like. He's very, very competitive, and he'll be annoyed that he's missed that one-on-one.
Yeah, when he was coming off, for the lip readers out there, you could see he wasn't happy with coming off. So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I don't know who he's celebrating at there, because I thought the blades are on the other side of the ground. Is that just a kind of up yours, Peterborough?
Yeah, it's like what he did against Derby. He was sort of gesturing towards them when he was scoring against them. But do
you know what I'd like to have seen there? Sharp sprint to the other side of the pitch and celebrate with the Blades fans.
Yeah.
Rather than celebrating in front of the Peterborough fans. It's almost more Jamie Vardy-esque, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, I thought we were going to get another corner then. But there's 11 minutes left plus stoppage time. Still time for another goal either way, really. We saw in the first half that they can get through one-on-one, and Wes had to really save us. So there's a chance of us not taking 3 points here. So I think we need to score another goal. And Jackie Longthrow is winding up for a big throw if the camera will ever go back to him. Felt like the camera man was fancying that Peterborough player then. Anyway, the ball comes in from Jack Robinson. It's a great throw. And do you know what? That is a fantastic idea, because McBurney is taller than anyone in the world. So hopefully another throw in like that, McBurney can get a little flick on.
How many corners is that? That must be double figures.
I think we're into triple figures right now.
And we still haven't scored from one.
No. But what I like about that, Norwood, is that you're putting it in the D. I hate people that don't put it in the D. I don't get it at all. Ball comes into the box. Great ball. Headed back across.
Yes!
Is that Jack Robinson?
No, I don't know. Who was it?
I thought that was Jack Robinson. I thought Basham puts that back across goal. I don't know what's happened there, because they're all kind of gesturing to Bash. What happened there? What
was
happened
it OG?
there?
Was it OG?
It must have been. It must be an own goal, because Basham is celebrating there, and Basham was the one that knocked the ball back into the box.
Oh, it's your little brother. It's your little brother that scored.
I thought that was Jack Robinson.
No, watch. There he is.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's definitely an own goal by my mate. But Bash has done really well to get that back across goal, and it's a good finish. And do you know what, Ewan? We're going to do? What we're going to do is something that we missed for the first goal. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Are you ready? Oh, let me see if I can find it. There we go. You ready? There we go.
Beautiful.
That's what I should have put for the first one. We do need Bobby. After all, we do need Bobby and Hal. Balls through one-on-one there for the Peterborough player, but it looks like it was offside. My mate again, Morton.
Can I just say that was a bad own goal, by the way, by Minnie Wiley. Wow.
I think he's definitely whiter than me. He's red and he's white. He should be a Blades player. And actually, yeah, he just put ball it back in net for us. So maybe he is a Blades player.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He finishes better than McGoldrick does. Absolute legend.
He's got to sort that haircut out as well.
Yeah, that is literally a haircut from about 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's stuck in the past.
We're stuck in the past, isn't there? But who cares? We're 2-0 up, and hopefully we'll be able to see this one out. Peterborough didn't see their 2-0 lead out last week. We didn't see our 2-0 lead out against Preston, but we're 2-0 up with 8 minutes to go. So you would have thought we'd be able to see this one out.
You would have thought, yeah.
You would have thought. That's why I said you would have thought. I'm not ever putting it on and saying, yeah, we're definitely going to see it out, because you know what this team's like sometimes. Jeff, Brewster came off because he was injured, mate. He was injured. Basham, easy does it. Out to Egan. Can Egan just find his man? It's a long ball, long hopeful ball towards 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝. Brings it down very well.
Nice.
That's what 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝's good at. Lovely little football between the lads here.
Great, go on.
Norrington Davis going down that left, turns inside. No one really to help him, so it goes back out to Norwood. Norwood, poor ball. Go on, Jackie Longthrow. What a challenge. Proper stuck his boot in then.
Gone.
Love that. Big boot from Wes upfield. Bogle, do you know what? Bogle's not really been as prolific as he was in the first half.
He's been really quiet. I do wonder if they've focused on him a bit more, marked him a bit tighter. I don't know. I've not really been focusing on it, but
no, I know what you mean. Do you know what? You kind of, the side you're on, because we sit on the south stand, don't we? So, like, you kind of always focus on the side that you're on, I think. So yeah. I think maybe Norrington Davis coming down this wing, we've been seeing a lot more of because he's on the side that we're watching it from. But
yeah.
I think as Bogle caught him there, has he fallen? I don't know what's happened there, but a Peterborough player's gone down. Yeah, it looks like it's possibly his ankle where he's fallen. Hecky looks. I don't think he particularly looks pleased, but I think he will be inside. 2-0 Blades. It's another good win. Next
what do you think about
Birmingham?
I was going to say, what do you think about them fixtures coming up?
Look tough, don't they? Especially the next two, Birmingham away and West Brom at home. Even Huddersfield are up there. They're in 6th place at the moment as we speak, or they were earlier anyway.
Yeah.
I think somebody, the Blades Way just said we go 11th tonight. 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝 plays it out to Howrahan. Back to 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝. Oh, it's not quite there. Oh, Howrahan, that's not our ball, Howrahan, I don't think. But ball into 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝 just wasn't quite on his toe enough. And Jackie Longthrow's, he's done quite well there. He's done quite well. He's not made any mistakes tonight again, which is good. You want to see? I would have liked to have seen him score that goal rather it come off the press. Like, could you imagine that? Jack Robinson, 2 goals in 2 games.
Oh, his confidence would be sky high. I'll be thinking he's Lionel Messi.
Yeah, have a look at that. We need another goal from Adam, or for Adam. Yeah. Can you imagine if Adam will be coming on afterwards? We won't even invite him in, but Adam will come on afterwards just to tell us he was right.
I think he will be. I think there'll be another goal.
Hopefully it's our way as well. Come on, 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝. Can he? Oh, I thought he was going to get down that left-hand side then, just inside, but the defender just gets a toe in. Flecky hassling him, but yeah, he's giving away a free kick there. 85-50 on the clock. Not long now for Peterborough. If they're going to get anything from this game, they need to score very, very quick indeed.
Yeah.
Yo, lads, how we doing? Just sub. Thank you very much, Max Tiger HD. That is a very, very good YouTube name. Congrats on 14.8K. Let's get to 15K. I love it. I absolutely love your enthusiasm, mate. We've been after 15K for a long time, but I feel like there's no more Blades fans. We've been on 14.7/8K for such a long time that I just feel like there's no more Blades fans.
There's surely thousands out there that just haven't yet got around to watching this great channel, mate.
I think you're absolutely right. Mate.
It's got spreading the word.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I will say is I'm going to be doing a match reaction as soon as we come off stream, as I always do. So make sure you tune into that afterwards. It will literally be 20 minutes afterwards. I'm wanting to eat. I've not eaten anything since about 3 o'clock, so I'm starving. So I'll try and get it done as quickly as possible. Enchiladas for tea tonight. Can't bloody wait.
Ooh. Is the missus making it?
Oh, of course she is. Of course she is. Ball coming in the box from Basham. McBurney wins that very, very well. Straight to 𝐍𝐸𝐸. 𝐍𝐸𝐸 looks like he's trying to wind the clock down a little bit. Flicks it on. And Flex managed to get that. Ball into Bogle. Play it into 𝐍𝐸𝐸. Not quite there. And it doesn't quite go out for a corner either. Oh, back in. Oh, McBurney, what are they doing? They're leaving it to each other. What are they playing at? That was frustrating to watch.
Pinging about again. Like it's just been pinball all night in there.
Pretty much.
There we go.
It's easy, though. It's easy. They're giving the ball away so much. We're giving the ball away a lot, but Peterborough have done it. Must have done it double as much as we have. That's a poor ball from Jackie Longthrow, though. I'd love to see a third. McBurney tries to nick it there and doesn't quite get there. I don't even think he gets anywhere near the player either. But that's McBurney for you. Oh, I love this. I love this Alfie Payne. Alfie Payne here, Ewan. Birmingham City is better than Sheffield. That should be. They're not even in league, Sheffield FC, are they?
I was going to say, they're quite a small club in Dronfield, aren't they? So,
yeah. Oh, bless them. I've got a
with
Sheffield FC shirt upstairs.
Yeah, with the way Birmingham's run, they could end up in the same league as Sheffield.
They could be. They could be, absolutely. What is going on here? What is going on? I will see you on the match reaction then. Oh, thank you very much. I love that. I love that. Shall we have a little look at the likes on the video? Because if we aren't on 150 likes at least, I'm not going to be happy. I'm really not. What do you reckon, you? And how many we got?
I'm going to go a bit pessimistic. Let's say 75.
I think you're right. I'm absolutely thinking that you're right. Let's have a little look. I think we're going to be on. I'm going to go just over 100. 43 guys, come on. And I'm seeing them flying up now. Do you know what? You have to tell people to like the video. You always have to tell people to like the video. Come on, guys. 47. How many are we on now? I don't know. Come on, guys. We need to get there. 48. Keep going. I'm not pleased, Ewan. I'm not pleased.
What impact? You're the YouTuber. What impact does it have, like in the videos?
I'm glad you've said that, because I don't think anybody knows in the world other than people at YouTube. But we are told that it helps push the video out to more people. So the more likes a video's got or a stream's got, more YouTube will then know that it's a good stream or a good video, and they'll be like, "Oh, we'll push it out even more."
Oh, so it's all about algorithms, yeah.
Yeah. Simon, thank you very much for $10. Enjoy your enchiladas. Thank you very, very much, mate. But feel free to let us know in the comments what you're eating tonight or what you've already eaten. Obviously, we can't eat right now. We'd be unprofessional if we did that. But you guys can. You guys can watch. You guys can watch us. You can watch the game. You can eat. You can drink. You can enjoy yourself. So let us know what you've been doing tonight while we've been watching this game.
I've had some of the Colonel's finest today.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. Do you know, I've just realised, Ewan, we are 2 minutes away from the game being done. Not a lot's happened in the last 5 minutes.
It's been quite a steady few minutes to see out. It's not been troubling, hasn't it? It's been quite, well, uneventful
and that's,
for a change.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right what you've just said. That ball then was very uneventful. Another one that's been overhit by a Peterborough player. Blades just passing the ball around really simply. Howrahan and Norwood have been very, very good today. Nice to see. Howrahan, Norwood and Fleck in the midfield at the moment. It's still funny to see that Sander Berger has not got a game today, not even been brought on. So maybe that says more than what? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it says nothing. But yeah, I think I'd rather see Fleck on than Sander Berger right now.
Why were you thinking with that something's happening with Berg?
Possibly. I think really right now he's not worth anywhere near how much we paid for him, and maybe we might look at trying to cut his losses a little bit because he's bound to be on a hell of a lot of money, and if we're not using him, then I don't think there's any fan out there that would be that bothered if we got rid of him. To be honest, he's not really offered a lot this season.
Yeah, I'd prefer to sort of loan him out and then just see if he can build a bit of value back. Because I just don't think he'll ever sort of really do it for us, sadly. But I'd like to be proven wrong.
What do you think his best position is?
It's $1 million question, that. Because he was brought as a defensive midfielder, wasn't he? But he's not great in the air.
I'll just stop you for 1 second because we are on the break. Through ball to 𝐍𝐸. He's on that right-hand side. Is he going to go to the corner flag? He doesn't look like he's bothered about scoring. And that, Ewan, is the end of the game. That is all she wrote this evening. The Blades win 2-0. And it was quite steady, like you said earlier on. There we go, full-time graphic. It was quite easy. It was quite, I don't know, for a lot of that game, we controlled it. We had a lot of chances, but we didn't really do a lot with it. So it's good to see us win that game. Give us your final thoughts.
Dominated it. Well, when I say dominated it, Peterborough didn't really threaten us. I think we were a bit sloppy at times with possession, but I think we created enough, carved out enough good chances, and that's obviously why we've won that game comfortably. But I just think I'd like to see us convert a few more of those chances, but maybe that's just me being a bit picky.
No, you're right. Like, we've got, if I'm not saying that we're going to get promoted, but if you want to become one of those teams that are looking to get promoted, you need to put the chances away when they come our way. And yeah, we smashed them 6-2 at home. It was a lot more free-flowing, I do think, at home. But this was more of an easier game. And I think the fact that we threw away a two-goal lead against Preston, I think that's probably playing on the minds a little bit still. And we're just wanting to get that win and put those 3 points on the board.
Absolutely, yeah. No, great win. And 100% start for me on a watch-along.
Yeah, Hal's not getting back on, I don't think, mate.
Yeah. Although it was against Peterborough. I love that with 𝐍𝐸𝐍 there.
Yeah, giving some to the fans. That's what you want to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I sometimes don't feel like we see... I think he's very methodical. I think he's very measured. Sometimes you want to see a bit of blood and thunder. You want to see a bit of Wilder in him. And I think we saw it then, didn't we?
Absolutely. I have grown. 𝐍𝐸𝐍's grown on me. He's obviously an intelligent chap. Knows his football. Good coach. Yes, I suppose the proof will be in the pudding and see where we are in the next few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you a little story. I went to the Luton game earlier in the season, and a few things didn't sit right with me. Obviously, we drew 0-0, but before the game, the ball went over to the Blades fans, and both Ryan Brewster and Jayden Bogle, neither of them wanted to go to the Blades fan and get the ball back. They were both really sheepish. Whereas if I was a player, I would be over there having a little chat with fans, asking for the ball back and just having a bit of banter. It seemed like they were scared of the fans. I can understand that from Brewster a little bit because of the season before and not having a great start. But then when we finished the game 0-0, barely anyone came over to the fans to clap. Billy Sharp wasn't happy one little bit. He went pretty much straight down the tunnel after a little half-hearted clap. Egan didn't really give the fans much of a clap. Most of them went straight down the tunnel. Slav didn't either. And it seems like a completely different set of lads, completely different managerial style. And it looks like we're getting our club back, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they just didn't seem happy under Slav. I mean, I can sort of get that. Slav doesn't seem the most charismatic sort of manager, does he?
No. So,
yeah, I think with the sort of personalities we've got in the squad, they probably did need someone like 𝐍𝐸𝐍.
I think you're right. I'm just looking at I've just paused it on the championship table, the top half. The Blades 11th in the league on joint points with Luton. Luton got 3 more goals than us. I didn't realise that because we went above Luton last week. The Blades on 39 points. How many points off 6th. That's Middlesbrough, and now 6th. 28 games they've played. We've played 26. We are 6 points. So that's winning both games in hand. And we are around the playoffs, which is good. Which is good to be. We want to be around the playoffs. I don't particularly think that we will go up. We might not even get into the playoffs, but it's better than it was when Slav was the manager, because it looked like we were going absolutely nowhere. At least we know we're going up. There's a little upwards arrow next to our name, and that's what we want to see. We want to see the Blades score goals, win games, and give us a little bit of hope so they can dash it right at the end of the season.
Yeah, we don't want to go into the sort of end of the season just sort of doing mid-table dead rubbers, towards the end. You want to have some sort of hope to fight towards something. So I think if we can stay there or thereabouts, give the fans a bit of a boost and belief. I think really it's about building for next season. If, in all honesty, I don't think we're going to, like you said, sort of really get into the playoffs. I'd like to be proven wrong and see how we go on, obviously, but I just can't see it happening. But yeah, let's see how it goes. If we, can keep up these sort of results and build on performances, never know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great place to leave it. Thank you very much, Ewan. You've been fantastic today. We've obviously seen the Blades win. 100% record for yourself and for that new vintage shirt that you've got on. Love that.
The oxymoron shirt.
The oxymoron shirt. That's a little inside joke between me and Ewan. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a match reaction very, very soon. So stay tuned for that one. And we will see you next one. Thank you very much.